welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, Necrons versus Space Wolves. Right, welcome to this 2000 points game of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, and it is the Necrons versus the Space Wolves here. This is a league battle, so we're working our way through the factions, going to try and play as many games as possible. It's 2 games per faction, and then we reckon we'll take the top 8 here that will go through to the final knockout stage towards the end of the season. So, slight restructure of the league this season. It's going to be total points earned in those 2 games. So even if you lose a game, your points are going to count in that total. So it's a big incentive for factions to pick up as many points as possible. And the idea is at the end of the season, sort of October-y kind of time, we'll start to get into the knockout stage, where it will be sudden death as lists or armies fight it out to establish who will be channel champion. So before I run through the list here for the Space Wolves, I'll call out the patrons at gold level that get a name shout out at the start of all of our battle reports, and also a patronic dice to use at some crucial moment during the game. So that is Andrew Swan, Chris Comiskey, Bjork Gitpuncher, Carrie Kunkel Thrall of the Silent King, Dave Humphreys, Dylan Moore, Travis and Jen, Longbow BB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Drew Gums, Maxwell Knuckles, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Peter Almo, Ray Cross, Samuel Pennery, Scott Costello, the artist formerly known as Veej, Serg, Tyler Schwab and Tyler Summers. A big thanks to them for their support at gold level. At the end of the game I'll call out the silver level patrons, and you can check out the end credits. That'll have the names of all the patrons, including those supporting at bronze. So all the proceeds go to help support the channel and also SSWG War Games Club. So for the Space Wolves here, there is a proposed list, but I've adjusted this one just to get these into action and to get their games going. But there is a list that's been proposed and adjusted one to this that's over on YouTube channel membership. But for now, the Wolves will fight with the list that you see here. So running a battalion detachment, there's a few relics and warlord traits being taken. So first up for HQs is Bjorn the Fell-Handed, just here, taking a twin las cannon on him. Then taking a customised Wolf Lord across here is going to lead the cavalry here in this game. So it's Wolf Lord and Thunderwolf mount. Thunderhammer, Storm Shield being taken for him. Warlord trait being granted as is the Imperium Sword, so +1 strength and attacks on the charge, and he can reroll his charges as well. Then Pelt of the Beowulf is the relic, so +1 to the hit rolls and wound rolls in close combat. And I've also given him Adamantine Mantle as well, so 5+ Feel No Pain. Just trying to really beef him up, make him nice and survivable on the table. Saga is the Wolfkin for him. Then taking as a Librarian or Rune Priest here. Relic is Armour of Russ, so 2+ armor save, 4+ invulnerable save, and he forces units to fight last in close combat. Stormcaller and Instincts Awoken are the 2 psychic powers being taken for him. Then for troops, here 3 units of Blood Claws, so units of 8. 2 of the units here, regular Blood Claws, all equipped with bolt pistols and chainswords, and then buried inside each of these squads here is a Wolf Guard in Terminator armor. In these 2 squads here, equipped with the twin Lightning Claws, and then in this squad, the Terminator models equipped with Thunderhammer and Storm Shield. Then on to elites, Murderfang being taken, the character Dreadnought. Also taking the Venerable Dreadnought here, with the Great Fenrisian Axe, and also a Blizzard Shield being taken for him. Then Wolfen being taken with a variety of weapons for those, and then Thunderwolf Cavalry here for fast attack. 2 squads of 3. Each squad leader's taken a power axe, the rest equipped with chainswords, and they've all taken storm shields across the board for those squads. Then finally for heavy support is 2 units of Long Fangs, units of 6, and again all the models are equipped with bolters, and then in each squad is a Terminator with Typhoon Missile Launcher and Stormbolter Power Sword for him. Also taking Morium Cherub on each of those squads as well. So that's the list here for the Space Wolves. They're looking to get their teeth sunk into the enemy force here. It's Mike Walker. He's going to submit his Necron army into the league, see how well he does. But he's up against the Space Wolves here in this game. Classic matchup, Necron Space Wolves. Always a classic and vicious game. So that's the list for the Space Wolves. These have been pro-painted by Siege Studios. They've done a fantastic job. Later on in the game, we do some close-ups during the musical interludes. You can see the detail of the models here, but they have been painted up very, very well indeed. So you can check out Siege Studios for your own painting commission work. The link for them in the video description below. So we will now take a look and see what the Necrons have in their list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Necrons here. Congratulations to Mike for getting them up to 2,000 points here. So this is his own army here. He's going to launch them into the league here and see how well they do. But I'll let him run through his list.
Okay, so this is my 1999 points of Necrons, led by the Silent King with his Technomancer and his Chronomancer. And the troops choice, I have 16 Necron Warriors. On the elites, I have 10 Lich Guard, 6 Scorpic Destroyers with a Plasma Sight. Fast attack, we go on to the Tomb Blades, which Luke has kindly lent me while I'm doing mine up, with 5 Wraiths, 6 Ophidian Destroyers, 7 Scarabs, and then on my heavy support I have a Canoptic Doomstalker, coming into a grand total of 1999. So it's also a custom dynasty. A rise against the interlopers, which is any 6s to hit in melee against infantry or beggars, auto wounds. And then the other one is Eternal Conquerors, where everything gets objective secured. I've also paid a CP to give the Technomancer the Voltaic Staff, and a CP to give the Chronomancer the Veil of Darkness, and then you've also to pay a CP to give him the Warlord trait, which is his own, which grants you 3 extra command points at the start of the game.
Yeah, so Warlord trait is the Triarch's Wheel is the name of the Warlord trait, but Mike has paid the CP for that. So that is his list here. Boasting some potent units for sure, and obviously the Silent King right at the heart of the army. Phoenix Lords have been allocated, so they're the top level of support on channel membership. They get unit allocations here through all of our battle reports. So JP, one of the new Phoenix Lords, has been allocated to the Ophidian Destroyers across here. Amy Almo onto the Wraiths. Chef onto the Silent King for this battle. Lucas Brown onto the Scorpic Destroyers. And Chris Comiskey onto the Bodyguard unit here. Of Lich Guard. Around the other side, we'll show you the Phoenix Lords that have been allocated as well for the Space Wolves. So there's plenty of Space Marine players here for Phoenix Lords, also a number of Necron players which are over across the other side. So Ben Shaw onto the Wolfen, Longbow BB onto Bjorn the Fell-Handed, Michael Fryer is Murderfang, so Michael Murderfang here in this game, Serg onto the Venerable Dreadnought, and then finally Daniel Cunningham onto the Warlord here for this game, the Wolflord on Thunderwolf Mount. So that is the lists here for both armies. We'll now take a look at scenario and deployment here for this league battle. Okay, so we have a scenario. We randomised the games here, so roll up on a 4+ it's Tempest of War, which it has been for this particular game, but it should work out roughly 50-50 for our league battles. A mixture of Tempest of War and then games also from the Grand Tournament book. So Tempest of War, Taken Hold has been drawn here, and Hammer and Anvil for the deployment. Necrons, their deployment zone marked by the green dice across here. Orange dice marking the deployment zone for the Space Wolves on the left-hand side. Chilling Rain is the mission rules, nothing extra going on. And Taken Hold is nice and straightforward. The control of one or more objective markers at the start of the command phase, this is turn 2 onwards, is worth 5 points. 2 or more is worth another 5 points. And if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 5 points on top of that. So major emphasis here on the objectives, the real need to control at least 2 of them throughout the game here turn 2 onwards. Then obviously you've got secondaries being drawn for both sides to achieve those during the battle. So, objectives have been placed, 5 of them here. Home objective for the Space Wolves, just on top of this piece of terrain. It's a no man's land objective for them just in the middle here. Then Mike has placed 2 in no man's land, one just here and then one across the other side on the corner of that ruin over there. And then the home objective here for the Necrons is just behind this building across here. We've discussed terrain and agreed on what's what here, but we've got ruins which are obscuring this one. Going to play this as Munitron armoured containers, but also obscuring because of the height of it. Same for that building across there. Small ruin and obscuring for that one. A larger obscuring across here. Then we'll play these as ruins here, so light cover can be picked up, the one across there. And then some Munitron armoured containers, some pipes and barricades and so on scattered across the board. But that's the terrain, the armies and the mission. We'll now start alternating and placing units on the board next. I just mentioned the battle mat and terrain. So battle mat and pre-painted terrain here is from gamemat.eu. Link for them in the video description below. But a wide variety of battle mats available from them. Different shapes and sizes, double-sided mats available from them as well. And then also using pre-painted terrain from them. Also, I've slightly colour adjusted this set to match in with the battle mat here. But for this terrain setup that you see the full battlefield, there is a tutorial for that on the channel, so you can check that out in the painting tutorial section. But check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain. Alright, so deployment's done for both sides. So Space Wolves spreading right the way across the board here. It's a wide deployment from them, but a high concentration of stuff here in the centre. Just really following the lines of the objectives. You can see a string of them, 1, 2 and then 3, so you can sort of get an idea of where the Space Wolves intend to go. With the majority of the infantry, but put one Bloodclaw unit out on this right hand side. Then Wolfen sheltering here, one of the last units to be placed. Then Bloodclaws, another squad here, and then the Thunderhammer squad, just with the Terminator, the Thunderhammer, just next to them. Rune Priest just tucked in here. Dreadnoughts, Murderfang, Bjorn the Foul-Handed, Longfang squad, one squad just here, sheltering mostly behind this building. Another one set up position on the home objective. And then over on the other side is the cavalry formation here. So 2 units of Thunderwolf cavalry, and then the Wolflord and Thunderwolf mount, and then also joining them to support them is the Venerable Dreadnought. So that's the deployment done for the Space Wolves. So that's the Imperial deployment. We'll head over here to the Necrons, clustering mostly in the middle. Canoptic Doomstalker just in the corner, trying to line up the best sort of positioning for line of sight. Range isn't a problem, but line of sight, just for numerous line of sight blocking pieces of terrain. Mike's decided to place it over here in this corner. So in the ruin just here, Scorpec Destroyers. Necron Warriors have taken up position just behind the edge of the front line there. Wraiths here in the middle, backed up by Lich Guard. Then the Silent King just behind them, centrally placed. Team Blades positioned on top, getting ready to move out nice and quickly. Technomancer's here. Chronomancer, isn't it? Yeah, he's just over there as well. So a big sort of cluster of stuff here for the Necrons. Scarab Base is just sheltering here. And then the Ophidian Destroyers, they can deep strike him. Mike's going to place them on the board here to move up swiftly. Up the table. We do have a defection here. Phoenix Lord. Daniel Cunningham just updated me on allegiances, not Imperium or Chaos. So I don't know, this is going to rattle the Space Wolves, but we've removed Daniel Cunningham from here. He's now been placed over with the Xenos faction here on the Tomb Blades. He'll run with those here for this game. Right, so both armies set, ready to go. Space Wolves raring to go on the hunt here. Good to see them in action again. And then Necrons with their chrome claws and vicious units for sure. Both sides happy enough to get stuck into each other here. Flesh versus metal in this game. We'll roll up to see who goes first. Who will take the first turn? Yeah, your Xenos scums. You can roll first. It's the usual tradition. Oh, roll simultaneously. Here we go. To war. A 1. A 2. You're right. Mike edges it here. Necrons to go first. Whether that's an advantage or not, we'll have to see. It's not always. Turn 1's not always a guaranteed best option, but there is no choice here. You have to go first if you're all high enough, so it will be the Xenos that make the move. The Necrons, led by the Silent King, will go first. Turn 1 to them next. alright, we're on turn 1, so command phase has been gone. There's a few things to run through here. So your permanent protocol that is running throughout the game is...
Get an extra...
Wound with living metal, fine. And then the protocol for this turn?
Sudden Storm, +1.
Extra little bit of movement, extra inch being added on. It's helped the Wraiths here push out a bit further, plus the extra inch granted by him on top of them. So they've been able to jump 14 with initial move from those. Secondaries drawn as well, Blood and Guts. That was swapped out for something else. Mike paid a CP to drop, bring it down. Investigate site and capture enemy outpost is the 3 secondaries in play at the moment. And then during the command phase, my will be done given to the Wraiths. This came from Silent King. You can dish out 2. The other ones come from, has gone on to, not those, onto the Tomb Blades yet to help them, +1 to hit rolls to help them with their shooting. And then 5+ invulnerable save being granted here. This came from the Chronomancer. That's been placed onto the Canoptic destroyers. Yeah, Scorpec destroyers. Okay, so they're in the ruin. They're remaining there for now. No movement here. Necron Warriors pushing forwards, going into the ruin across here, most of the models. Lich Guard pushing forwards, Silent King pushing forwards. Technomancer with them. Chronomancer's just still tucked around the corner. Wraiths have lurched ahead here, straight down the centre here. Amy Almo, the Phoenix Lord, in command of those. Then on top of the building, Tomb Blades here, not moving. Ophidian Destroyers not pushing ahead. Naturally, they could jump over onto that objective over there, but it would be done in the face of Space Wolf Cavalry. So Mike being cautious here at this stage. Yes, he has said didn't want to go first here in this game, but what can you do? You just have to adjust to the situation. And then at the back, the Scarabs not moving either. So we've got a surge running down the centre here. Wraiths going in. They fancy a turn 1 charge if it can go ahead. It's quite a stretch, but it's a possibility of a charge against Space Wolf frontline units. No psychic phase. We pretty much covered everything else. So there will be some shooting coming up next. Yeah, we're on shooting phase. There was, at the end of the movement phase, there was almost a possible move. Mike contemplated dropping these into here. Charging in, there's an incentive to do it with a secondary to grab the enemy outpost, but one of the dangers is the Space Wolf's ability to heroically intervene if Mike sends his unit into here. The other ability is I can play a stratagem to grant a unit a 6-inch heroic intervention to swing unit right round and cause trouble for any units that try to go in. So Mike's waded up and decided not to here. The dogs have barked and kept the Necrons at bay for now, but we'll press on. Shooting phase to come. Okay, so most of the units are going to fire across here. 2 of them can't see. It's just tucked in there, but they can see across to the squad here. No problem. So 14 shots needing 3s. Scores flares. Whole squad's equipped the same. And strength 4, toughness 4. So force to wound. That's healthy enough. Okay, 4 have made it through. -1 comes as -0, so we'll take 3 ups. And we pass them all except 1, and we'll leave it at that. That's fine. So 1 wound taken. 2 more shots now. It's to go against the Thunderhammer squad in the middle. 2 hits. And the wound comes through. And we will... Oh, boy. I'm thinking to start tanking. This is the... To tank it on Terminator models. It would be a 2-up save. I'll take the 2-up. I knew that was going to... Yeah. Taking wound. Problem is he has to tank everything from now on. So we will... Yeah, I'm going to command reroll it here. Just don't roll a 1.
You roll a 1.
I did. That's terrible. Oh dear. Right. Fine. He takes the wound. That's bizarre. Shouldn't have done that. But never mind. Carry on. He's still alive. He's taking a wound. It means other firepowers have got to be... He'll tank more firepower coming through because he's taking a wound now. So annoying, but we'll see how much he can survive if Mike does decide to fire any more units. Or at that Space Wolf unit, we shall see.
Doomstalker, D6
into those. Okay, blasts will mean a minimum of 3 shots no matter what's rolled, but Mike has decided to roll a 6. Nice. Hitting on 4s. Space Wolves here don't boast too many vehicles. Characters, dreadnoughts are hidden, so it's into infantry Mike 7 to go here. Other units such as the Wolfen I've hidden away. Looking for 4s.
Just a 2.
Yeah, 2's to wound. 2 wounds come through. Makes AP minus ridiculous. So you can immediately kill that guy. And then D6 on another. Just don't roll a 1, it's got a 2. Alright, so 2 Space Wolves slain. Yeah, that's okay. So I'll mark them up for morale. Okay. Right, again, limited on target options. The 2 Menhirs here from the Silent King. Gonna go into the Wounded Terminator squad. He's got a 4+ invulnerable save, so he might be able to tank these hits. We'll see. 2 shots here, needing 2s.
2 hits.
Alright.
2s again.
Here we go. I think it's Patreon time. Ah! There is Tyler Schwab, who gets 4+, but he's a Necron player, so we'll leave him. So we will turn to Andrew Swan, Ultramarines and Custodes, Pure Imperial. 1. And there's nothing I can do about it, so it's a straight ridiculous damage, isn't it? Terminator. Yeah. Well, he was raring to go for a fight, but he's been picked off straight away. And then AP minus
4.
Right, -3. So I'm going to try and roll a 6+ here. We do! Xenos dice have awoken. So we've blocked that one. Okay, there's a bit more firepower from the Silent King here. Yeah, so firepower from the Silent King himself is going to go into this unit here.
Yeah.
Just because of range 24.
So we'll do the Eternal Glory, which is Assault 3.
Okay.
Strength 9.
Okay, 2's to wound.
Sorry, Strength 8. Still 2s, yeah?
Yep. Alright, they've all gone through.
-3, 2 damage each.
Right, so -2, so take 5 ups. To block. Absolutely dreadful. I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm using Xenos dice on Space Wolves, but 3 Blood Claws brought down. Ouch. God, taking casualties here.
Staff of Stars.
Staff of Stars next.
9 shots, hitting on 2s.
Real ones for himself, doesn't he?
He actually rolls everything.
Yeah.
So, Strength 6.
3s. Alright.
2, 4, 6. So that is -2, 1 damage.
Okay. So I've got infantry sheltering behind here. I should have claimed cover, but I think I roll 1s and 2s, so it's not going to help. So what's the AP minus on this one?
2.
AP minus 2. So go to AP minus 0 because, or AP minus 1, and then light cover. So it'll take us back to 3s. Alright, so still failed enough to... That's damage 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's enough to kill a model. So we have to take one that's claiming cover, so him. Okay, so another casualty coming through. 4 casualties taken. Not too good for morale for those guys. Frontline units taking a battering here. Good shooting from the Silent King. We've got Tomb Blades still to go.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, Twin Gauze Blasters here on the Tomb Blades. This is Daniel Cunningham's unit about to unleash some firepower into Thunderwolf Cavalry.
2s.
2's fits, yeah, because they've been blessed.
Yeah, and then because we're in range of the...
Euro ones, yep.
Yeah.
Nice, full hit. Force to wound, you reckon? Strength 5, toughness 5 on the Thunderwolf Cavalry.
Just the 3.
Just 3. And the minus?
2, 1 damage.
Yeah, so 4 up. Shield or armour, so block 2, so take a wound. Not too bad, 1 wound taken. Okay, so that concludes shooting. The best shooting has come from the Silent King, not too bad at all. Space Wolves losing 6 Blood Claws and a Terminator in total, so virtually taking out in total a whole squad. Not too bad. We'll go on to charges next. Alright, 1 charge needs a 9. Patronic! It's a bit of a delay there, I should have said it quicker. There's plenty of Necron players. You've got Tyler Schwab here, Necron player. You have Chris Comiskey, I think, is Necrons as well. No, he's Orcs, Tyranids, and Eldar, but that's Xenos-y enough. You've got Travis and Jen, Necron players.
Or was Travis?
Or you've got Carrie Kunkel, Thrall of the Silent King, is a Necron player as well. You've got Dave Humphries as Necrons.
For the 4-up info.
Oh, okay.
So, with Tyler and...
Yeah, it's going to go Tyler Schwab. A habit of 4 pluses. 2 4 pluses. Whoa, 9. Right, it's 9 required. 6 has been rolled. So what to do? Is it worth the CP re-roll? To stick the Wraiths in.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Mike's going for it here.
Oh.
Snake Eyes. God, they don't like it. They've got a phobia of dogs, I think. No, Mike's one of his problems at the moment. He says he can't make a 9-inch charge here. It'll come one day, don't worry. You just have to keep going. You can borrow the Xenos dice, perhaps. See, it is hard. It's hard to get a 9-inch charge. Sorry. All right. Charge is finished. That was just the one there. Wraiths have moved ahead here. They are in the middle of the board. Space Wolves, no doubt, will pounce on the opportunity. But by doing so, we've got to be careful. There's nasty units the Necrons have for sure. Expect some vicious close combats here in this battle. We'll end the turn, a bit of morale to resolve. We'll see what points have been picked up, if any, at this stage. Right, Mike's just deciding what to do with secondaries. No points picked up. Which ones to dump? He's just figuring out what to do across there. For morale, roll a 3, roll a 2. So morale's good. Space Wolves hold the line here. They will leave their dead behind and surge ahead. Their instinct is to go on the hunt here. So we'll end the turn. We'll let Mike choose which secondaries to dump. And we'll now move on to Space Wolves turn 1, coming up next. Alright, so moving on for the Space Wolves. Call out secondaries here. Quite good, actually. Raise the banner, which we've done. Defend Stronghold, which is doable. And secure No Man's Land, which has been done as well. So decent enough on secondaries. Remember, the point of the game is to score as many points as you can. This is a league battle. Even if one of these armies, whichever army loses, highly doubtful it's going to be a draw, whichever army loses, still the points will count. So even a close game will help here. It's for armies as they try and push themselves through to the knockout stage of our Season 10 battle reports. So, advancing across here, 9 inches in total. The Terminator-less unit here has moved out, and on the No Man's Land objective, which is just under Murderfang, they've performed the action Raise the Banner. A good surge from the cavalry. Rolled 2 6s for advancing with the Thunderwolf cavalry, so they've surged ahead, or a 3 for the Wolf Lord and Thunderwolf mount, and then rolled a 4 for the Venerable Dreadnought as well. So all surging ahead quite nicely and have claimed that No Man's Land objective quite comfortably. Dreadnoughts have gone around the pipes here and lined themselves up 1 and 2, Murderfang just in front. Longfang squads just rounded the corner here to lay down some firepower support and to anchor and hold the No Man's Land objective, just buried in there. The whittled down squad of Bloodclaws is here, Rune Priest, and the Wolfen are trying to stay away from the pipes here. They've gone up and across the ruin instead. The idea is to charge down into the Wraiths. Lots of options for charging into them. Mike's on 1 CP here, so no interrupt plays. Chance for the Space Wolves to gang up against this Wraith unit. That's movement done. There is Psychic Phase next for the Space Wolves next. So it's 2 Psychic Powers. I'm going to go for Stormcaller. So that'll give me a 6-inch light cover bubble. Plenty of units nearby. And does go off on a 7. So Mike actually has an option with the Silent King to deny a single Psychic Power on a 4+. So he can try and block this one. Half a chance, or he can await to see either Smite or Instincts Awoken, which will put a unit into Assault Doctrine.
Yeah, I'll wait.
He's going to wait. Okay, I tried to tempt you to stop the storm, but he's going to wait here. Instincts Awoken, see if this one will go off, which it does. So Mike will now try and block.
Yeah, so I'm at
4+. This is on the Wolfen, by the way. I want to put it onto them. Oh, he's blocked it. Oh. That would have been good, but never mind. Okay. That's every turn he can do that.
Every psychic turn.
Yeah, nice. Okay, psychic phase finished. Shooting phase next. Start with long fangs. This unit at the back here. Bit of Dakka, Storm Bolter from the Terminator, and some bolter shots. Going to go into Wraiths here, needing 3s. There's no one around to help. No. Add so 3s, 5s. Nothing. Ting, ting, ting. 2 shots here. We'll use the Signum to boost him to a 2+ to hit. And it's going into the Silent King. So 1 hit comes through. And got ourselves a wound. AP -3 in total.
4 up now.
4+ invulnerable save. No. Mike has 1 command point available for a command reroll. This will be D6 damage. And Mike's going to take it. We're going to go Patronic on this one. There's a chance here. I'm looking for Imperial. Imperial players are really starting to get outnumbered here, both in factions and Patreons. So Drew Gums, Cadians. 5. What is 5?
5's a Devoneer.
Oh, I killed one. Oof, good shooting. That's an Imperial Guard player blasting one of those things to oblivion. Yeek, good shot. Do you want to roll to see what your invuln save, a reroll would have been?
What a reroll would have been.
You can torment yourself further. No, it wouldn't have stopped it. Wouldn't have stopped it. Okay. We'll burn the Cherub and shoot again. 2 more shots, same target. In on 2. 3's to wound. Oh, no wound. Oh, okay. Yeah, Bjorn the Fell-Handed here. He grants rerolls of 1 for units nearby. So in total there was 2 1s rolled. A miss for each, so I'm going to reroll those 2. And now they've both hit. And we'll see if we can wound on 4s. The 2 wounds come through. Oh boy, 2 rolls of 4+ to block. What are you going to do now?
I'm just going to let it roll.
Going to let it roll it? Okay. We're looking for an Imperial friend. Or turn to the guard again. Dylan Moore. Death Corps of Krieg. They're not here. There is no Astra Militarum army here. But the spirit of them is here with us. Both men here's gone. Yeesh. So good shooting from the Long Fangs here. With some patronic assistance. Just checking it. Beyond the Fell-Handed, just hold it right there and just got to get this right. Look, Rights of Battle, he does have it. Aura ability. Space Force core unit. I need to check Long Fangs to see if they core. Yeah, we'll check that. In 6 inches, yes, because this unit here that's firing, Bjorn's just in front of them. And reroll hit rolls of 1. Yeah, it's not wind rolls, it's hit rolls. Okay, and it's an attack. That's shooting or close combat. That's good. So now we'll flick over the page here. Looking for Long Fangs. Core. Yep. They got it. Okay. All counts. It's good. Reroll 1s. And it saves you having to play that stratagem where the Dreadnought grants reroll 1s. He just gets that built in. That is particularly useful here. It's been very, very useful indeed here for these Space Wolf Long Fangs. Okay. Good shooting so far. Mine hairs are gone. Not sure if I pronounced that right. Mine hairs are gone, but they've been removed from play. Oh dear, right. Next, we'll push on to something else here. Oh dear, we're just saying there's no Space Wolf model here or Thunderwolf Cavalry for sure that would be able to say that mine hairs are gone. The sort of hairy Space Marines. Oh dear, right, we'll compose ourselves here and pick another unit to shoot, but so far so good. Right, next, Long Fangs up here. We'll stick with them. Signum, going into the Tomb Blades. They have a built-in -1, so that means I'll be hitting on 3s. Mischief 1. 3s to wound. Yeah, wound comes through. -3. So 5+ invuln.
5+ invuln.
Take it. 5+. No. And D6 damage. 3. I think that's enough to take one out. That's it for shooting against them. So you can try and resurrect. Space Wolf shooting's been good so far. And almost 4, 5, and a 6. 1 Tomb Blade gone. Not too much of a problem. There's a Technomancer nearby, you can bring that model back. We have, if you check out the previous battle, which is a challenge game, Mike brought 1,500 points along in the recent Challenger Scorpion battle. It means we were able to test out some of the rules, iron out some of the issues that arose. One of them was, we'll talk about it now, so whether the Technomancer can resurrect the menhirs. So we said yes in that game, but going by the comments, because we do read through the comments, reckon he can't, because yes, he's dynastic agent, but he also has a fixed dynasty, which isn't the dynasty across here, which means that Technomancer, if you read the wording of it, he can resurrect a model from the same dynasty, which he isn't, so we reckon he can't do it. So we're not gonna see the Mynheers coming back again here in this game. So next is Dakar. From here, we've declared it into the race. We can see we would have shot across here at the Silent King, but we're playing line of sight or obscuring terrain and we can't see him, so we've had to fire across in this direction. So that's Stormbolter from the Terminator. Then we got bolter shots, and we stood still with the bolters. Going into the Wraiths, needing 3s. We're out of range of any kind of help. And then 5s to end. There's a few. 4. No minus. Ooh, that's enough to bring one of them down. And that's it against them from my unit. So now, almost again, a 1, a 5 and a 6, but a Wraith destroyed. And Mike will take out one of those. Yeah, okay, just to try and keep as far away as possible from the Wolfen. Do Murderfang into the Wraiths. This is Stormbolter. He's not core. Nope. 5s to end. A wound comes through. Past that one. And then the Heavy Flamer. 2 automatic hits. And a wound comes through. This is at -1. So 4+. And that's been blocked as well. That's Murderfang done. So Bjorn next. Twin laser cannon's got to go into the Silent King. And then we're going to go into the Wraiths with the Heavy Flamer. 4 automatic hits. 2 wounds come through, -1. So 2 4-ups. Alright, 2 wounds taken, not enough to bring a model down. 2 shots for the twin las cannon here from Bjorn the Fell-Handed. He gets his 2 hits. Strength 9. I'm going to CP reroll that one. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Alright. Interesting. AP -4.
4-ups.
4-ups it is. Chris Comiskey. The dice is fickle. Could go either way. This time, no, on a 1. And
The second one then?
yeah, Chris Comiskey again. He's relying on the dice twice, but pulls it off here. So 1 has made it through. Do you want a command reroll? It's D6 damage.
Anything else left to shoot at him?
Not really. Looking around for heavy firepower, no.
D6. 10, 2. Do you know what? No, I'll keep. No, it's fine.
Just going to hang on to it. Right, okay. So D6 damage. I'll go Patronic on this one. Maxfield Knuckles, Imperial player. 4. Not bad. Not bad. 4 damage taken. Some pistol shots from the Blood Claws here. Just 3. Against the Wraiths. And they got themselves 2 wounds. It might be enough to pick off a model. And what's their save? Surely a 3-up armour. It's 4+ Invan. Michael check here. Yeah, it's 3+. Okay. Kept them alive. We'll go the pistol on the Rune Priest. Plasma. Normal shooting. And missed. I'd imagine he's a 3-up. Here, yeah, it's a regular librarian from the Space Marine book, so it's a 3+. So he's missed. So fight those. They're performing action. Done those. There's no shooting from them, so that's all them done. They have advanced. Fundle Cavalry advanced. No shooting from them anyway. Yeah, advanced. I was going to say Venerable Dreadnought to fire across, but he's advanced, so no with his Stormbolter, and that is about it. So shooting phase comes to an end. It's not been too bad at all here from the Space Wolves. 2 Menhirs brought down, Tomb Blade, and a Wraith. We'll go into combat. This is the obvious one here. How many units will pile into this unit of Wraiths? We'll have to see, but roll up charges next. Right, a Murderfang charge. This is big. We'll go Paul Cook, Imperial player. Need a 6. It does not go off. I think Murderfang has rerollable charges. He's actually an elite's choice, I believe. I should standard Wolf and Dreadnought. Here he is. He has something that grants him rerolls. Yeah, the Murder Maker. Reroll charge rolls. Poor Cook. The ideal situation is to get this model in. 6, just about 5 and a 1. Oh, it's a 6 we needed and a 6 we got. Alright, so in the Murderfang goes. Right, Wolfen. These go down 2 inches and then along 4, so it's a 6-inch charge from them. It goes off on an 8. So in the Wolfen go. 2 very potent units have slammed into the Wraith set. Right, charges. We've done 2. Wolfen have made it in, and Murderfang. I'm going to leave those because they're sheltering and protecting characters, so I'm going to leave those blood claws. Then across here, at 11-inch charge, I can do it. There's swift clawing, the rule is, where you can advance and charge, or swift hunters, so we'll go for an 11-inch charge. It's crazy if this goes off. 9. We're not too fast. We'll leave it. We'll not stretch there, so we'll leave that charge with the Thunderdwarf Cavalry. All right, so 2 charges have gone ahead. The 2 main ones we wanted to go in. They're performing an action. We'll leave Bjorn. Don't want to send him in. Don't want to send this character and leave those where they are. All right, so 2 charges going ahead. Mike's on 1 CPs. No interrupt possible. Chance for the Wolfen to try and work themselves into this list. They're meant to be a unit that's dropped, but we'll see how well they do. So I'm actually going to go Murderfang first. Not going to move him. He's already right in there. So 5 attacks base. Get 3 attacks. So shock assault with him for Murder Maker. So looking for 2s. Against the Wraiths. Oh boy, they've all hit. This is trouble. Now we're looking for 2s to wound. There's 4 1s, but you can reroll wound rolls for the murder claws. So we've almost got a full house here. So we're looking at 7. Each of these is damage 3. So it's down to the 4+ invulnerable save, which Mike will be very thankful for. So 7 saves of 4+. There's a chance to wipe out here, but Mike should stop enough to keep some of the unit alive, but it all depends on this dice roll. Ooh. No, they're going to go. Command reroll to keep the unit alive, 1 model alive at least, and then to tap into the potential to resurrect models. If Mike thinks it's worth it, because there's Wolfen about to slam in as well. So, tough one. Tough decision here. Real nasty situation. Space Wolves have got the first strike against this unit.
Right, well, one down, one.
You're going to go for it? This is a big 4+. It's probably the biggest of the game so far. Pressure. Of course he'll go Patronic. There's plenty of Necron players that will help.
Max Fiddler,
Oh, Nicholas Lucas, Imperial player. Interesting. Well, Mike's free to choose who he wants to. He's been impressed by Imperial help. Will they help the Necrons? No. Oh boy. Yikes. Wraiths are gone. Alright, so Wraith unit destroyed. Phoenix Lord brought down as well. Amy Armo removed from play here. Wraiths, a decent unit for tying up enemy units here, but they've been set upon here by a Space Marine chapter that relishes savagery and close combat. Wraiths are in trouble. Well, Wraiths are gone, and Murderfang has dished out murder here against them. Right, so combat's resolved. The consolidation move made with the Wolf, and an inch or 2 pushed forwards with Murderfang as well, but that's combat's resolved here. Space Wolves have surged down the centre, wiping out the Wraiths, and have now landed themselves pretty much in the centre of the board. The centre of the table was marked by that dead Terminator across there. So looking good here for the Space Wolves at this stage at least, but if any of the factions, of all the factions, the one faction you can't write off in the later stages of the game is the Necrons. They do have that tremendous habit of regaining strength, so Space Wolves would be unwise to celebrate at this early stage. Plenty of nasty units left. The Silent King still very much alive as well. But turn 1 for the Space Wolves comes to an end. We'll calculate points. There are some points to come in, actually. It's healthy enough for them at this stage. Yes, points have come in. Raise the banner and secure no man's land has been achieved. Defend stronghold is currently underway, and we may be able to achieve that as well once Mike has finished his turn. Yeah, we've got to wait through to the start of our next deployment zone. Achieved at the end of your opponent's next turn. Yeah, so we'll have to wait for that one, but a possibility of another 5 points coming through. But so far it's 10 points to the Space Wolves at this stage. Necron's on 0, but it's very early stages of this fight. So turn 1 comes to an end for both sides. We'll move on to turn 2 now for the Necrons as they prepare to respond against this Space Wolf aggression. Alright, so turn 2, I think this is going to be a crucial turn here. So, raise banners, blood and guts, and capture enemy outposts are the secondaries in play. Mike has picked up 10 points primaries, held on to this one. And also the home objective secured as well. Necrons have surged ahead. This is it. They are going for the attack. Some units to support with firepower, such as the Tomb Blades. Others to get stuck into close combat is the plan. So, not moving here. The Canoptic Doomstalker, plenty of targets for that. 2 wounds restored because of the permanent protocol that's active here. So, back up to 14 wounds. With the Silent King, Necron Warriors pushing forwards to lay down some firepower support. Lich Guard pushing forwards, that's Chris Comiskey, the Phoenix Lord squad moving forwards. Tomb Blades joining in, that's Daniel Cunningham's squad, getting themselves into rapid fire range with their Gauze Blasters. Scarabs, their usual duty, just camping out on the home objective. And then JP's squad across the other side, the Ophidian Destroyers moving out to take on the cavalry here. For the Space Wolves. So, my will be done granted to the Lich Guard.
And the Tomb Blades.
And the Tomb Blades, right, to give him +1 for the shooting. And then he's used it here. So, Veil of Darkness has been used. It's not Chronomancer. Along with the Scorpack Destroyers. The Plasma Site's been destroyed. It's no longer near the unit. But there's a trade-off here just to get this deep strike across. A 9-inch charge from either of these two to get into the Long Fangs. Mike's Dynasty objective secured, granted. So these will then snatch. If they make it, they'll snatch the objective from the Space Wolves here. That will help you for secondaries, and it will deny mine as well. So this is big here. There's been already some very crucial key moments in this game, but this is a big one. If Mike can get this charge to go ahead, that would be very good indeed. So, my units, there's dangerous units here for the Space Wolves, but they are now exposed. And Necrons, it's now their turn to dish out firepower and to charge into close combat. Mike has 1 CP, we have 3, so we can interrupt play, but not everywhere. We'll go on to shooting phase next for the Necrons. So Mike's just deciding what to shoot. 5+ invulnerable save granted to these as well during the command phase that came from the Chronomancer. Chronomancer is going to fire a shot into here. There's 2 models that are 9 inches away, so or just over 9 inches away, so it doesn't matter if one of them's picked off. 3+.
Yeah. And then 3 again.
Yeah. Minus something.
-3.
So -2. We're in cover. 4 up will do. 6. Blocked. Okay, not too significant that one. Next bit of shooting. These can't shoot, by the way. These are performing an action raising the banner, so to pick up 5 victory points. Alright, next. Doomstalker. D6 shots into the Wolfen.
So, number of shots.
2. There's no adjustment for blasts, just 5 of them. 4s.
Just the 1.
And the wound, I think so, yeah. Strength 10 at least, isn't it? So I guess I should tank this on a Storm Shield. And we'll turn to some helpers, such as Peter Almo. Yes, blocked on a 4. Thank you, Peter. Okay, so shield takes the hit. All right, so Silent King. Yeah, the firepower from him, everything is going to go into the Wolfen. Mike sees them as the biggest threat here. There is a rule for the Wolfen that if models are slain in melee, they get to fight before they're removed from play. So Mike would rather destroy them with shooting as opposed to close combat.
So, Eternal Glory.
Okay.
Shots.
Here it comes.
Get on 2s, reroll them. Thankfully.
Oof, 2 hits come through.
Strength 8.
Alright. 3's to wound. 2 wounds come through. Okay.
Be -3, 2 damage.
-3. Okay, so we'll go to our 4+ invulnerable saves. Pull out 2. Scott Costello, a Blood Angels player and an Astra Militarum player, amongst other things. No. And then we'll roll up the other one. Serg for help. 4+. We blocked that one. I think now's the time to command reroll. So we'll command reroll here to try and make this one. This is 4+. Scott Costello. Now, it's gone through. What damage is it?
2.
It's just the 2. Okay. That's interesting. Oh no, we're 2 wounds anyway. Okay, so model slain. Let's check it to see if they're 5+ for no pain. I think they used to be. So for the sake of charges, we'll take him away. And that's the one with the storm shield, so he's gone. Alright, so 1 casualty taken. Okay, still 4 Wolfen remain.
So Staff of Stars, 9 shots, sitting on 2s.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s.
So they've all hit.
Strength 6.
3's to wound. Okay.
2, 4, 6.
Right. -2. Okay. Armor of Contempt, -1. Then +1 for light cover, still not going to make a difference. It's going to be 4s. But it's 4s either way, so I don't have to go onto a storm shield for this one. So think about who to put this on. I've gone to regular models here, so not the storm shield, I'll just roll them all together. Looking for 4s, it's not so good. It's going to kill 2 more. And there's nothing I can do about it, so we're going to lose. I'm going to take out the squad leader. Yeah, and then the one with the great axe, or the axe that they're equipped with. So 3 casualties. Mike will be happy with that. This now stops the bodyguard blocking ability here for Lookout Sir, so Murderfang is now exposed. Alright, so now we're going to go to the voltaic staff into the Wolfen. So chance here to wipe these out.
3s, reroll 1.
6s are good.
Reroll 1 because it's Silent King.
Okay.
And explodes into 2.
Nice.
Strength 6.
3's to wound. It's trouble for the Wolf now. Big trouble. Mike's got 5 out of 5 wounds.
-2, 2 damage.
-2 damage. Back to 4s again. And they're gone. Well played. Wolfen removed from play. They never got to swing here. I went with Murderfang first. Wanted to get rid of those wraiths. Wolfen have been drawn out here. Like primitive animals drawn out, baited by the Necrons. That's another thing that's all gone. It's Ben Shaw removed from play. It's a shame. Wanted to see those Wolfen swing here, but no. Murderfang now exposed to firepower. Much of the firepower's been done, so it's going to be Tomb Blades amassing firepower into the Dreadnought. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Disintegration capacitors being played on the Tomb Blades, hitting on 2s onto Murderfang here. So 6s will pop to hit, will pop auto wounds.
Yeah.
And an extra AP minus.
AP minus, yeah.
It's a good option, definitely, because there's plenty of volume of firepower here. So hitting on 2s and rerolling their 1s. It's worth hanging around the Silent King. He gives nice buffs. Okay. Alright, so that's the hits. And there's the auto wounds. Good for you, not bad at all. And then you're on 5s to wound.
Yeah.
That certainly helped, definitely helped. A good roll here will be good for the Necron calls. Looking like 10 in total. I've got to roll up them differently because the different AP minus is going on. But there's 10 in total. Unlikely the Dreadnought will be slain, but there's certainly going to be some damage coming through. Yeah, and I reckon it's -2 across the board. For the protocol that's active, it's unmodified 6s to wound. Mike's not rolled to wound, as those 6s have come through from hits. So it's all going to be the same across the board, which is the standard -2, which is -1 for armor contempt. So I'm going to be on 4 pluses. Alright. Bang on average. 5 wounds taken on Murderfang. So should be able to destroy him in close combat if Mike wants to send another unit into the centre of the table. We'll see. But is there any more firepower?
No.
There's a lot of...
No.
Right, there's a lot of charges here. Potentially these, if Mike wants to send them in, they are anchored on the objective at this point. Ophidian Destroyer's nicely lined up to charge as well. But we'll let Mike make those decisions. Charges next. Yeah, forgot about this one. There's another charge across here as well, but I think that's Mike's going to go for that for sure, but we'll see what other options he decides to go for. Alright, this is why I've been looking forward to this clash, because Space Wolves Necrons, savage at times. We're about to see some nasty combats unleashed. So Mike's saying he's going to go for it here. He's going to send those in against the Wolfen. 6-inch charge required.
That's the plan. It's an 8.
It's an 8, alright, okay, so Lichguard will go in.
Yeah.
They're bound to, should be able to do it and bring him down, should be able to. Right, and they go 8 inches, so Mike's plans to let them round further when they go to fight. This is the Ophidian Destroyers, in they go. They're charging both units of Thunderwolf Cavalry. One wonders if they've bitten off more than they can chew. We'll also have to see. Another vicious combat about to take place. Oh boy. Yeah, Plasma Sight's activated, so he's made him go psycho, and he's charged in as well just to keep nicely in range. So Ophidian Destroyers are in, looking healthy for them at this stage. Double unit Thunderwolf Cavalry though. Interesting. And then the next charge is across here.
Right. Guys, don't let me down.
Right, so calling upon Necron players to help. There are some. Somewhere. Tyler Summers, Necron player.
There we go.
Right, so this is for who?
The
Destroyers?
yeah.
Here we go, big charge, 9 inches required. It's tricky. No reroll available. One chance. Double 6. He's done it. He's broke the track record on a double 6, done it in the style. And now I would say there's potentially real trouble here for the Space Wolves. Multiple charges have been successful. Nasty Necron units going in across the board. That dice roll has helped the cause for the Necrons for sure. Chronomancer to go in as well. 9-inch charge. Doesn't matter, we'll move them all simultaneously, doesn't matter. Double 6 again. It's well and truly broken. Reputation for failure here has been smashed with 2 lots of double 6 going in. Scorpec Destroyers and the Chronomancer, in they go. Right, so Mike's going to go with the Ophidian Destroyers. This is a full squad with Plasma Sight bonus slamming into the Space Wolves here. This is a real chance for them to show us what they can do. I've got 2 boxes of these to build. They're a new unit I'm planning to add to my Necron army, so a chance to impress. And they look impressive enough. So Mike's going to split here evenly with weapon types onto the 2 squads.
Yeah.
Different dice, coloured dice marking up which is which. So, swing away.
So 1, 2, 3. Right, I'll do this separate then. So
yeah. So play this on, say this squad here, closest to me. So you're going to strike them first of all.
It's only because I have to make 2, 4, I have to make 6 additional attacks on the Ophidian Claws as well.
Fine. Go ahead.
So, hitting on 3s.
Yep. Rerolling 1s if you get it for Hardwired Hatred.
Yep.
Nice. Very good indeed. Excellent rolling.
And then...
With toughness 5.
So, strength. These are going to be strength 6. And these are going to be strength 4. So, 3.
Plasma Sight. Does he give them +1 strength? I think he does. He gives them an extra attack.
Yes, it does, yeah.
Yeah, so you can bump, they won't affect them, but it's going to bump those up to 4s to win instead of 5s. So 4s to wound on the greens, 3s to wound on the reds. So the reds coming through is excellent news for the Necrons here.
So the greens will be -3.
Yeah.
2 damage.
And the reds, 3 damage.
4, 3 damage.
3 damage is a killer. Right, I'll roll these first. 4+ invulnerable saves. We've blocked 2. I'm not going to use any command rerolls here. So 3 damage has come through straight away. There's a wound on one of the models. So actually that one at the back can disappear. He's gone. There's 4 wounds a time now. And there's 6 saves to make of 4+, 2 damage a time. It's a good roll. Oof, boy, but it's killed another one. But 1 remains. So we'll keep the squad leader alive with the axe. That model there can disappear. Alright, so 1 Thunderwolf Cavalryman remains. I think it's the wise choice here. Mike can tank damage coming through from Murderfang quite good with the invuln save. Wanted to strike with at full effect with the Ophidian Destroyers. It's a chance to really...
Right.
Yeah, definitely. And
they've also got the Ophidian Claws, so they're going to win from that unit.
Go ahead, because you can try and finish off that Sergeant. So he's on 3s. Rerolling 1s for Hardwired Hatred.
Oh, 2 there, was it?
All of them, I think. All 1s. Okay.
And this is strength users, strength 5.
5, yeah. Forced wound. And just the one passed. Next, we're swinging across the other side here. It's going after the other squad. Full squad of 3. So rerolling 1s. Taking away the 1s and 2s. Just a few. Okay. And then forced to wound with 3s to wound. Pressure on the Space Wolves now with their 4+ invulnerable saves. So, but some have failed. Okay, so those red dice need to try and block. 4+ is huge roll. I'm going to turn it into Patronic dice here, and we'll go for Samuel Penaneri. We'll just roll all of the saves with him. 4+ is failed. 2. That's going to kill a model. Gone. And then we're going to go for 2 saves of 4+. Blocked 1, 2 wounds taken. Righty ho. Okay, so half the Thunderwolf Cavalry destroyed. I'm glad I gave them Storm Shields. For sure they would have been long gone otherwise. Ophidian Claws. Pick up 2 wounds would be useful to kill another one of the cavalrymen here. One. That's not been blocked. We'll take another wound, but not quite enough to bring 1 down. Yeah, do it. Well, it's cheeky, but you can do it. Mike's looking up the plasma site. I think it's 1 attack. Hitting on a 4. You dare do it. Missed. Alright. So, if there was no invuln save, they would have been in huge trouble. Ophidian Destroyers, dangerous enough. They are a dangerous unit if they can hit at full strength for sure. But vitally, thanks to Storm Shield, some Thunderwolf Cavalrymen remain. That's that combat resolved. Decision now whether to interrupt play for the Space Wolves. We'll go on to the next melee. Right, next up. I could interrupt play. It's not worth it here. I could interrupt play across here, or I could try and survive and fight for free. Or if I die, spend the 2 CP anyway for only Endeavour to shoot the end. So I'll leave it. I'm not going to interrupt play, presuming that I'll probably be slain here by the Chris Comiskey chopping Lichguard squad. So Mike's free to pick the next combat.
No pressure, man.
Yeah, no pressure. Yes. Either way, I'll fight here. It's either going to cost me 2 CP or I'll fight for free. Right, 30 attacks, full squad of 10.
Yep.
Yeah, boy, I could have interrupted, but yeah. Even if I chop down some of them, I'd still think I'd die, but we'll see what Mike gets here. It's 2s to hit, have been blessed. Rerolling 1s because they're within 9 inches of the Silent King.
Yep.
So, should get most of his hits hit. If not all of them. There's some 1s. 1's failed, so 29 hits come through. 5's to wound though. There's a slim chance we could survive. Depends on this roll. Again, a crucial roll about to take place.
I can reroll the field wounds.
All failed wounds or just 1s? All of them.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Okay, so we've taken the 1s away. Shouldn't have re-rolled those. That's for shooting only. But for close combat, it's re-rolling wound rolls for melee. Ouch. 5's to wound them. It's not so good, so Mike will be glad of the reroll here.
Yeah.
Another couple of 5's in there. There's a few. There's some more. No, they're starting to come through now. Not bad at all.
The extra AP ones. So.
Right, yes. For protocol. 5s to wound, 6s are good. That could be the killing blow here. Yeah, right, so we've got
7
at -4. There's no point. Go gone. We're dead. Okay. Do we explode? We don't. And then we'll play only in Death's Duty, and we'll fight here. See if we can remove some of these Lich Guard here. Solid, tough unit. See if we can bring some of them down. Okay. Here we go. 2s. All of them. 2s. Rerolling wounds. All of them. Mike's got a big roll here of 8 saves of 4+.
And I will donate it to 2.
Yes, so there's still some Necron players. Carrick Uncle Thrall the Silent King. Necrons. The whole roll will be his.
Yep.
Yep. 4+. It's looking bang on average.
So
Yeah, damage 3. So 4 destroyed. So Mike can make 8 rolls, I believe, for resurrecting. Should be able to resurrect at least 1, perhaps 2. And resurrects 1 of them. Okay, so 3 slain in total. So that's that combat resolved. That's the situation there. What the resurrected model Mike's put at the back here. So that's them done. This fight across here. So the double blades first of all. 12 attacks in total. No, I think it's more than 12. 16 attacks.
16.
Yeah, because there's 4 of them, isn't there? So
Here's the 4 now.
yeah, rerolling 1s here for hard wide hatred. Mike will do these first, try and hack down the Marines, and then go after the Terminator. So it's a lot of hits. 3s to wound. Yes, a lot of them.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Okay. Do 5 Marines here. So what's your total AP minus on them boys? Probably
-3, 2 damage.
that's 2. So 5s will save. So 3 Marines slain so far. 1, 2, 3. Then, what was your total on those 10?
Yeah.
Right, so I've done 5. I'll now roll 2 more. Looking for 5s? No. That's the rest of the Marines gone. And then you may not even need to roll for the others, because that's the Terminator dead. Destroyed. Easily done. They are Marine killers, the Scorpec Destroyers. That is the perfect target for them. And they have now claimed that objective in very convincing fashion. That's Lucas Brown's squad doing the damage. Space Wolves taking a beating here this turn. Have lost a fair bit of stuff. Wolfen gone. Murderfang gone. Longfang squad gone. Thunderwolf Cavalry, half of them destroyed. We'll fight back across here against these Ophidian Destroyers. Just checking their rolls for Ophidian Destroyers. They're good. 6s would have popped extra hits as well. Right, Space Wolf Cavalry. So we'll do the chainsaw guy first of all. 2 attack space. We were charged and the chainsaw. So looking for 2s. Rerolling 1s for the Thunderwolf Cavalryman. For the Wolf Lord. And then 5s to wound, I believe. For the chainsaws, yes. 2 come through, AP -1. We're on Tactical Doctrine at the moment. So,
-1,
yeah.
So 5 ups.
5s to block. Block 1. 1 win taken. Then we'll do power axes. So squad leaders, 3 of them. We were charged. 2s. Rerolling 1s. Yeah, take out a couple of dice there because it's 3s to hit. Because Ophidian Destroyers have a built-in -1s. Lots of extras with these that make them pretty good. Trying to wound on 3s because power axes here on these squad leaders are +2 strength. So 2 go through. -2. So 6s to block. Block 1. Alright, so win taken. I don't think we've killed a model yet.
No.
Okay, we'll try and scratch and kick and claw with the Thunderwolf mounts next. 9 attacks total from both the squads here. So we're looking for 2s becomes 3s. Rerolling 1s. 3s to wound. Not bad here. The wolves are getting themselves sunk in here. So we're looking at AP -2 for these ones. So 6s on 6 dice. Ouch. Nasty stuff.
So that would kill that one. Kills another and puts one wound.
Yeah. Okay, so models removed. I lumped that together. I shouldn't have done really for animation, but it doesn't matter. Mike can just roll up here. How many models slain in total? Just the 2, right? He can roll up here. I should have split them, but he can get a chance to reanimate on 6 dice, named 5s and 6s. No. Almost. Okay, so 2 Ophidians brought down. But not too bad going. Fundorf cavalry coming off worse from that combat. So that's the situation at this stage. It's not over for the Space Wolves for sure, but they've taken a hit here for the Necrons, a nasty blow delivered to them. And the downside for us is the close combat resources being cut down. Murderfang gone, Wolfen gone, Fundorf cavalry in trouble. But there's some nasty characters kicking around across the other side. There certainly are options available. There's options across here as well. But where do we go? Do we press ahead with our attack, or do we try and deal with this lot on the home objective? That's going to cut us down for points coming in as well at the start of our turn. So good play here for the Necrons. They've bounced back very well indeed, delivering an effective counterattack against the Space Wolves. Aggression being met with aggression. All right, so 10 points picked up for primaries, 2 secondaries achieved as well. So that's catapulted the Necrons into the lead. 20 points to 10 at this stage. It's still early in the game, but when we're reaching the middle stage here, we can maybe get an idea of the situation once the Space Wolves have had their second turn. We'll go on to that next. All morale is fine across the board. Both sides still relishing the fight here as the savagery and carnage will move on into Space Wolves turn 2 coming up next. Okay, so we're on turn 2 here for the Space Wolves. 5 points picked up for this one. Obviously, we've lost this objective across here. Presuming I was on that objective, but no, the plasma sight, the wretched little thing that it is in range. And Mike running objective secured across the board here. So that has been claimed by the Necrons. So only 5 points coming through for primaries. A good move again for the Necrons, depriving points coming through for the Space Wolves. Defend stronghold kept in play. We'll see if we can reclaim the objective. Then withdraw and investigate site. So that's performing an action in the centre of the table. Not going to happen for a while. Battlefield supremacy. I've got to capture. I've got to reclaim objectives. I've got to get this one back. Very tough. I've got to sort that one out over there. Or just more than the opponents. I could try and go after this one here, but not looking too easy at this stage. So battle's not over. For sure, Space Wolves, this is their chance that they must respond well this turn if they're to keep themselves in the fight. So tough task ahead, but Space Wolves more than willing to go after their hated Necron foe. Good smash up here, good savage game as we'd hoped for, and still plenty of fighting to come. We'll go on to movement for the Space Wolves next. Right, so moving for the Space Wolves, shifting out these across here. We're going to get to make their charge, all being well. Taking this unit across here, Bloodclaws moving across. Fundorf Lord has moved across in this direction. Those Bloodclaws should get out of the way for a charge. I might send him in across here against the Lich Guards, trying to take on as many units as possible. Fundorf Cavalry remain in close combat, but they're about to be supported by the Venerable Dreadnought. Across here, just shuffling some of these out of the way to let Bjorn the Fell-Handed through, and to join in and support him is the Rune Priest, and also one of the battered squads of Blood Claws. So Space Wolves stretched to their max here. We'll go on to shooting phase. Well, no, psychic phase for them next. So first up is Smite. If it goes off on an 8. So D3 mortal wounds, not to stop. No, okay. Damage of 2 mortal wounds caused. Okay, so decent enough. And then we'll go for Instincts Awoken. I'm going to play it on them. Unit within 18. Goes off on an 8. Doesn't matter what I roll here. It's just a 4+ to block. Please don't. Oh, okay, right, that goes off. Okay, so they'll count as being an Assault Doctrine here, just to give them a little bit of extra bonus. So that's Psychic Phase finished. So far, so good. Shooting Phase next. Right, so Heavy Flamer into here. This is Bjorn the Fell-Handed. 2 last cannon shots into the Silent King. So we will try and bless these with... yeah, I know who will do it. It'll be Longbow BB. Because he is in command of Bjorn, so we'll use his Patronic dice to guide the gun. 2s. 2 hits. 2 wounds will be good. Yes, it goes through. A -3, so invulnerable saves of 4+. Otherwise it's going to be 2d6 of damage. 3 cross dice. 4+. Going to make Ray's saves into 2 rolls. Oh, yeah. God, you would have been 7 wounds. God. Thanks, Ray. Cheers. Okay, blocking there. So Heavy Flamer. 3 hits. A wound comes through. -1.
Yep.
Blocked. Okay, well done. This squad. Crack Grenade. Hits. Doesn't wound. And 2 pistols. 2 hits. And a wound comes through. No. Okay. That's him, isn't it? Gone. Okay. So Mike can try and reanimate.
Nope.
No, right, model slain. Plasma pistol, just normal shot. Missed. Thankfully. So that's that one done. God dear me. Okay, we'll go on to this squad across here. So we'll go for the Signum on him, which will go into yours truly across there. And then we'll go these 5 in rapid into here, I reckon. Yep. So we're looking for 3s, re-rolling 1s. For Bjorn, for his blessings. 5s to wound. Alrighty. 5 saves at -1. It's covered there as well, so 3 ups.
3 ups, yeah.
Just a wound taken. Okay. So one of the models in cover, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, 2 shots into the Silent King. Any friends? We'll go Orcs. Not good for shooting. Well, give him a chance. This is Bjork the Git Puncher. Gets 2 hits. Gorky Morky. And what would that have been? She's another 6 wounds. The potential was there, but failed to wound on Snake Eyes. Alright, so that's the Long Fangs done. That's all of that stuff across there finished. We'll do a few pistols here, no harm. So we'll do a frag round actually. Frag grenade. It's 6 shots because of the size of the unit. Looking for 3s. Looking for 5s. 2 saves of 3 up for cover. Blocked. And then it's going to be 4 pistols. Horrific. And a wound comes through. 3 up. Yep. Passed. Okay. We'll do these here. So we'll throw a crack grenade. Missed. And then we'll do 6 pistol shots. Three saves. No minus. 3 saves of 2 ups. A wound taken. Do Stormbolter into them from the Venerable Dreadnought. I got a feeling he might be hitting on 2s. Held Venerable. He's not going to be in here. He'll be in the Space Marine book. Yeah, Venerable Dreadnought. 2s. 5s. 2. At -1.
So 3 ups.
Yeah.
Yep.
Blocks, well done. Okay. I think we're pretty much done for firepower. A lot of our firepower options are gone. And just looking around to see what else there is. No, I think that's it. All right, so charges. There's a good number of them. We'll roll up here to see which ones make it through. All right, so charges have all gone ahead according to plan. So charges in here, the blood claws is heading off in this direction towards the objective. Actually counts holding it now, but Mike can pile in here, consolidate in this direction, resurrect models in this direction. So we're not really planning on taking that objective, but we'll see what happens. Then across here, blood claws have gone in. They contacted both units just to try and tap the Tomb Blades out, but Mike says he has countermeasures for that on his next turn. Then the Venerable Dreadnought's gone in. The Wolf Lord's gone in, swung around in this direction. Held with those. Charged here with Beyond the Fell-Handed, the Ring Priest, and the smaller squad of Blood Claws. It's a real stretch here. We're really hoping against hope to get multiple wipeouts. It's going to be tough. But Mike has 1 CP. We're free to strike with all of our charging units here, which will certainly help the Space Wolves. So we'll go on to close combats. There's lots of them here as the Wolves seek their savage revenge. Okay, working out attacks across here. Correct us if we're wrong. Always leave comments and suggestions if we're making mistakes. We do our utmost here. So, Blood Claws, 1 attack base, Space Marines on the charge, Berserk charge from them, and then Chainswords. That's across the board for those. Terminator is base of 2, Space Marines on the charge. Add Lightning Claws. I have 2 Lightning Claws. I reckon it's an extra attack per Lightning Claw. And then we don't get Berserk charge because he's a Wolf Guard Terminator pack leader. They don't get it. It's only the headstrong nutters that surround him. So we have Instincts Awoken. 6s will pop extra hits. Because, let's just get this right here, because it says, Space Force unit 18, to start the next psychic phase, each time model that unit makes an attack, the Assault Doctrine is considered to be active for that attack. So that means we get Savage Fury, which is 6s popping extra hits. We get an extra AP -1 coming through. And no. If the Assault Doctrine is already active for your army, unmodified wound rolls of 6 improve the AP by 1, which it's not. We're on Tactical Doctrine, so we'll leave that bit. Okay, so I think we're working here. So we're looking for 2s. This is the Terminator, first of all. Looking for 2s, no kind of rerolls going on. And no 6s have been popped. Forced Wound. Whoa. AP -2. Assault Doctrine -3. Dead. 4 Necron Warriors slain. God, dicing them up here. Now it's down to the headstrong regular Blood Claws to see what else they can do. 6s are good. 2s for hits. So we'll throw 3 back in. There's another one in there. 4 6s. So we're looking for 4s to wound. We're looking for a good roll. All those that have failed. It's not going to be the wipeout here. And there's a possibility of a save. There's 9 saves to make. It's 9 saves at -2 in total. -1 for the swords, -1 for Assault Doctrine. So it's going to be 9 dice, 9 6s. So no wipeout here. Save 2. Alright, so 7 dead. 7 + 4, 11 casualties here. Yeah. So we could have, I would like to have played Savage Strike for +1 to the wound rolls, but for just about a requirement there of 2 CP, I've only got 1.
Right, so 5 and 6s, reroll ones.
And now the infuriating part where Mike brings models back to life, which is going to be 3 of them. 4, we'll get back up. Okay. Right, so Mike's removed casualties from here, resurrected models back onto there. He now has the objective back against. That is secure. They'll not be lost. But casualties being taken, but the wipeout would have been ideal. Right, Blood Claws, just tapping them in, pushing them in with a piling move, and this is their attacks. Rerolling 1s for the Wolf Lord. So these are not in Assault Doctrine here. These are like Tactical Doctrine. So that is our hits, which is all of them except 1. 5 to wound though against the Lich Guard. So 5s and 6s are useful. There's some coming through, so there'll be some saves required. There's 5. There's 10. 12. A dozen saves to make. AP -1.
3 ups then.
So 3 ups, yeah. Yeah, we'll kill some, I reckon. Ones and twos not good, and there's a few. Yee. Ouch.
Kills one, kills one.
4.
4.
4 casualties taken.
Is that them all finished?
That's that squad finished, yes. So now reanimation protocols. 5s and 6s. Now, ugh, 4 dead. Ouch. Alright, so that's them resolved. A pretty good result there. So now we'll go for the Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf Mount. So his attacks. So party men, he can still make it. And we'll resolve his attacks next. Okay, so during the list, when I was reading the list out here, there's a correction. I read it out wrong for him. It's not +1 to hit rolls and wound rolls for him. It's -1 to hit him and -1 to wound him in melee. So that's his ability. That's Pelt of the Beowulf. So our attacks are 4. Space Marines on the charge, and then Imperium Sword. So we're hitting on 2s, -1 for the hammer, then +1 for Space Swords, so 2s. 1s are not good. Eek, we've got a couple. 3s to wound because we're strength 9. Yeah. Strength 4 times 2, and then +1 for Imperium Sword. Right, they've all wounded. Okay, so 4+ invulnerable saves here. 4 of them to make. There's 3 models left. So, Dave Humphries, Necrons player. That 1 dice will become 4. Big roll here. The wipeout would be desirable, but the odds are that Mike should pass 2, which would keep the squad alive. He passes all of them. Great, thanks, Dave. Oh, blocked. Well, Patreons declare their allegiances. We try and allocate them as best as possible. A Necron player somewhere out there in the 40K universe has just helped keep a wretched block of Lichguard alive. Very good play. 3 of them remain. We will scratch and slash with the dog. So just 3 attacks. Lichguard is safe. Looking for 2s. Looking for 3s because I reckon it's +1 strength, crushing teeth and claws, and then plus another 1 for Imperium Sword. And they're all wounded. Okay, and these are at -2, so 3 saves of 4 up. No. Okay, model slain, the wound on another. Okay, good crushing. And 6 and 4, no reanimation. Okay, so 1 model removed, wound on another. Alright, Venerable Dreadnought. 4 attack space, +1 for Space Marines, hitting on 2s. And then -1 for hitting the Ophidian Destroyers. They've got built-in -1. It's also -1 because I'm going to go for Cleave. But then we get +1 for Space Wolves. So it's going to be -1 in total, we reckon. So 3s. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. 2s. Oh, that's really bad. Any kind of invuln save? Armor save is 4+, I believe.
I think it's 4+, yeah.
Yeah. D3 +3 damage. Wipe out, they're gone. Oof, ouch, ouch, ouch. That is a killer blow from the Venerable Dreadnought. God, he swung well there. That's the Phoenix Lord in charge, Serg, with the axe, hacking them down. Ouch, Necron squad removed from play. In which case, we'll go for combats down here to do as well, to resolve. Alright, Whirling Onslaught being played. God, so Mike CP spent. I've got 1 left here. So 5 attack Space Marines on the charge going in. So 2s to hit. Don't want any 1s here. Oh, 2. Oh, that's tragic. Okay, and then we're going to go for 2s to wound. Would have been now 3s. All of them have come through. Okay, so Whirling Onslaught's not helped. 4. There's invuln saves have been granted here by the Chronomancer. This could save the day. Yeah, Travis and Jen, Necron players, both of them. So that becomes 4 dice, needing 5s. Another big roll. Any 5s would be so useful. There's 2. Oh. D6 damage on the first one. 3 plus that one, he's gone. And then the next one, a 3 would be great. It's a 2. I'm going to re-roll the damage roll because I hate them. Sorry. 5 gone. Alright, so 2 models slain. That's him finished, so Mike can go for animations here. So it has to be that model there with the wound on him.
And then
This one, okay. Like so. A reanimation would be particularly useful, which he gets on a 666. So,
yeah.
like here or here.
He's the bigger blades.
Right, yes.
So.
No, he's not. They're both the same.
Oh, are they?
They're both double blades, yes. Doesn't matter. But wherever you want to go. Round against these guys. Okay, so that's the situation now. Okay, so Librarian next. 3 attack space marines on the charge. 2's to hit. Now, it's a force axe, which isn't a bad weapon. No kind of rerolls going on. I'm trying to wound. Those 2 wounds will go through, I think. So I'm strength 4 plus 2 for a force axe. -1, so force, yeah. 2 make it through. At -2, 2 5-ups. A little bit of trouble here. Okay, so a D3 damage. This is quite big actually. We'll go for the artist formerly known as Vij, Orcs and Thousand Sons player. 2 wounds caused. Alright, not bad, not bad. So we'll put those wounds on one of the smaller choppy ones here. Okay. So that's him done. It's now down to the Blood Claw unit. It's an impossible mountain to climb here to try and bring all of these down because the models we don't kill, they're going to strike us back. So it is within our interest to destroy. 3 models. Berserk charge. Space Marines on the charge and chainswords. 2 attacks, Space Marines on the charge, 2 lightning claws for the Wolf Guard battle leader. Terminator. So, 2s. Rerolling 1s for Bjorn. Okay. Oh boy. 5s. 6s to wound. Because of Whirling Onslaught. Rerolling wounds. Oh, Whirling Onslaught's a killer. Oh, look at that. It could have been so good. Just the 1 comes through. It's even -2. Not blocked. Model slain. So we got him. 2s. It's easy to hit them. But to kill the things is the problem. It's rerolling my 1s there. 6s. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Just the 1. It's not blocked to wound caused. And to this guy here. Alright, so that's all of that resolve. That's all of our attacks. So I'll roll around here with him and those, and that's it. Okay. Yeah, Mike off camera rolled up reanimation. Didn't come back, thankfully. So it's 3 of those just there. So it's pick a combat. I would say Mike will probably want to fight with the plasma sight before he goes.
Yeah.
Nope. Missed. That's okay. So we'll try and strike him back here. Mike's going to just... It's going to die anyway. Yeah, you can just remove it from play. So it's going to self-destruct anyway. Okay, in which case I don't really need to pick any combats because everything's done its attack. So Mike's free to fight back with his remaining units here, which would be the Tomb Blades, the Lich Guard, and then the Chronomancer and also the Destroyers. Yeah, and the Warriors as well. Mike's going to fight with them. So 9 attacks. Needing 3s. Needing 4s.
Rerolling because of the king.
Nice. Another 1.
It's 4.
4.
No way,
3 ups. Take a wound. Okay, we'll take that. No problem. Okay. And then the next unit.
Tomb Blades.
Tomb Blades, their attacks, yeah. Mike's just rolling his attacks, so just close those in with a piling move and trying to wound here, which some will, yeah. 3 ups. Taking a wound, which again isn't going to quite slay a model at this stage.
No, but I'll help with this one.
Yeah. Lich Guard now, yeah, will swing with their blades.
Yes.
6 attacks, I think.
2 left, yeah.
Yeah. So, who are they going to swing against? Blood Claws or the man himself? And he'll be -1 to hit, be -1 to wound. Yeah, Mike's going to go into the Blood Claws.
So 2s.
2s hits. 3s for wounds. Good rolling. 5. -3. -2. 5 ups. 666. Alright, so model slain and a wound on another. Okay, so that's that resolved against them. And then these, yeah. Right, here it comes. So how Mike's going to allocate these, who wants to go after this? Beyond the Fell Hand, it is tough enough. It would be -1 damage against him, 5+, feel no pain, or he can go for my Blood Claws, or he can direct attacks against the character there as well. So there's lots of options here. I wonder how Mike will allocate this. This is the Lucas Brown squad fighting away. Right, so attacks here. The double blade first of all to try and hack down Marines. All the attacks are going to my objective secured unit here, so Mike's going to try and eliminate those. Rerolling ones, so useful having that built in for hardwired hatred. But doesn't help this time. 3s to wound. If -3, I think, on that one. It's -2, so 5s to block. No. 2 Marines gone, this is good. Okay, and then the others. 6 attacks here. Rerolling ones. You might even be 2s to wound, maybe, in total. No, 3s to wound, just the one. -3, so 5+ to keep a Marine alive. -4, 6 is required. No, just the Terminator left. Alright, that's the result at this point. Space Wolves, I think, have done better in this combat, but they've failed in their task of eliminating the units across this. They've failed to secure the objective across here. This one's been secured and cleared quite effectively. Combats across here have gone quite well. We've recaptured the objective across there, so not bad, but it's tight, this game. I think both sides are doing well here. Casualties are mounting on both armies. It's hard to call as to who's ahead at this stage. 2 turns have been played here, and it's difficult to call at this stage, which hopefully makes for a good game of 40k. We'll calculate points, but a morale to resolve as well as we finish off turn 2. Alright, so morale's been resolved across the board. Everyone's okay. Everyone's happy. We've dumped Investigate Society. I'm not going to do that one, but Defend Stronghold, I'm going to try and hold on to that one, and Battlefield Supremacy as well, because we came close to achieving it, so we'll leave that one in play. So, scoreline at this stage is 20 points to... No, you're about to trade in something from last turn. Wasn't there a card to trade in? I think that... No, that was me. Defend Stronghold. That didn't come through. So the score is 20 points to 15. It's a tight scoreline here for sure. It could be the last few turns of the game where the points come flooding in. We'll go on to turn 3 now. This next turn could be the decider. We'll see what happens. Silent King's still very much alive, and no doubt he'll cause trouble. Necrons still have plenty of units at their disposal, but casualties are heavy. We'll go on to turn 3 for the Necrons next. Alright, so at turn 3 for the Necrons, 15 points picked up for primaries, very, very strong from them indeed. Then attempting target is the secondary assassination and secure no man's land, not too bad. We selected this one. So then Mike took the Chronomancer, which wasn't engaged in close combat here, did a move, then an advance roll, wasn't high enough, then command rerolled it and got within range of that objective. His objective secured, we're not, because we are Long Fangs. So that's that objective claimed. That means 2 no man's land objectives have been taken, this one here and this one here, so that helps with that secondary. So good points coming in for primaries and secondaries, lining up nicely here for the Necrons as they try and reap as many points as possible. So for movement, no movement across here, happy with line of sight. Tomb Blades in position to claim the home objective. Scarabs have moved out, they're swinging around the side of that building. The Silent King's moving in, looks like we're going to have the 2 Warlords facing off against each other here in this fight. Lich Guard have fallen back from close combat, a wound restored on them, and then a model restored with the Technomancer. And then Necron Warriors backing out of close combat but still holding the objective. And the melee rages across here as well. So that's movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Yeah, we need to clarify it. So Tomb Blades fell back because of the ability granted by the Silent King. Yeah. But then it's usually -1 to hit rolls. But then Mike's used a protocol of the Conquering Tyrant to then push them back up to 3s to hit. So we'll bear that in mind when he comes to shoot. So good move there, backing off with the Tomb Blades. We did say he did have a backup plan if they were contacted in close combat. So good manoeuvring here for the Necrons. Shooting phase for them next. Right, shot from him. It's an assault weapon, so you can still shoot. -1 to hit rolls, though. This is going into the Venerable Dreadnought. That's missed. Okay. Right, Doomstalker. Going to fire into here. They're not engaged in close combat, so D6 number of shots. This is Patronic time. There's 2 Imperial players left here. Yeah, so Marcus Symphony. It's 1. Becomes a 3 for the size of the unit.
Allow him to redeem himself.
Yeah, we'll stick with Marcus Symphony here. It's looking for 4s. Not bad. 2's to wound. 1 comes through. It's -5, -4. Bit of light cover, so 6 up to block to keep a Marine alive. Nope. And just don't roll a 1. Okay. Oh, he's on a wound anyway. There you go. So model slain. I'll just mark them up just in case there's more casualties coming through. Yeah, so these are able to fall back as well. It's a protocol, so it's across the board. So there's 2 units that have fallen back. They both get it. And they've been granted my will be done as well. So they're back up to 3s. Yeah. So a volley here from 12s, 24 shots into the Space Wolves set.
So 3s, reroll on field.
Yep. Since the Necrons are going to dent the Space Wolves set. Plus they're ahead on points. So it's looking healthy for Mike's force at this stage. Force to wound. Oh, that's it. Sorry, carry on. I was going to say, I was quite happy that was the wound roll, but it's not. Here comes the wound roll. So 4s. Okay. Not too many.
2, 4, 6, 8,
9.
nine.
-1, ignored for armor of contempt, so we'll go 3s. I was going to put it on the Terminator, glad I didn't. 2 models slain. Yeah, it's good enough result, 3 casualties taken. We're in assault doctrine now, so it helped the Space Wolves, but we've got to keep units alive to take advantage of that. Okay, it's 2 casualties taken, but there's still a few of them left. More firepower here into these from the Technomancer. Yes, the relic kit being used. So 3s. Useful.
No explosions up, so
3s to win.
3s. Just a 2.
Okay. -2.
-2, 2 damage.
4 ups. Foul 2 damage, another wound. Or another model slain 2 damage. Okay. Grinding them down, reducing their effectiveness for sure. Okay, Tomb Blades across here. 4 in rapid, 2 are not. So 20 shots in total. Looking for 3s. No kind of bonuses. 3s to wound. It's okay.
2, 4, 7.
7.
-2.
Alright, so got 7. I'm going to try and save. So -2 becomes -1. So 4+ on this wounded guy. Saved. So I'm going to put others on guys in cover. Right, so he's gone. So he can disappear. And then the other guys in cover will go 3 ups. Block them all except 1. And then we have to put a wound on one of the models in cover like so. Okay, so that's that done. But they've weathered that not too bad. Armour of Contempt, once again, helping the Space Marines out. Shooting phase is finished. We've gone to charges next. Yeah, we're talking about the tactical side of this. Sometimes the charge doesn't go ahead. We saw it in the previous game, no spoilers, but the charge didn't go ahead in the previous battle. But it brought loads of Eldar units across. It's the same things happened here. The charge was successful this time, but the Space Wolves had to counter this. You can't ignore Scorpec destroyers, and by doing so, all this stuff that should have been up here, making a difference, has been dragged away. So even if the charge fails, the tactical use of that, of dividing the opponent's army, divide and conquer, isn't it really? So it's a good enough tactic, even if it goes wrong and the charge doesn't go ahead. So I've heroically intervened across here. Space Wolves can do that for free. It's part of their ability. Then across here, I've heroically intervened with these as well, going into the Necron Warriors, not expecting to wipe them out, but just to get stuck in. Charge has gone ahead here, Scorpec. The Silent King's gone into the Wolf Lord, and Mike rolled an 11 for a charge, so the Scarabs now have claimed that objective. I've got no objectives now, so good tactical play here from the Necrons, really frustrating the Space Wolves as far as points are concerned. So, chargers first, which will be...
Start with the scarabs.
Start with the scarabs, yeah. Okay, scarabs with their attacks. Right, scarab attacks.
Too many auto ones.
Look at those auto wounds, but not many. Force for hits. An average number coming through. Okay. And then 5s to wound. And there'll be a few more. Not too many, 5s. No AP minus going on, so we'll take 2 up saves with the Storm Shield granting us an extra bit for our armour. And there's a double 1, so that model at the back can be removed, and then a wound put onto the squad leader. That's the result that Mike was looking for, just at least to bring down one of those Fundorf cavalrymen. Yes, I've got 1 CP, no interrupt can take place, so now it's down to the Silent King to take on the Wolf Lord. Oh boy, see if we can survive his attacks. He's bigger than us.
Okay, so 6 attacks now.
6 attacks, hitting on -1.
Oh, okay, so freeze.
The pelt of the Beowulf. Okay. So 3 misses here, we're just... nothing he can do, okay. And... yeah, so we're toughness... yeah, we're only toughness 5, we're toughness 6, toughness 5. Strength 9, 3 to wound, 4s to wound because -1 to wound for pelt of the Beowulf.
Yeah, so reroll as well because
None of them. Oh, solid Wolf Lord. Okay, I think we've half got a name for him. He's nameless at the moment, but something with the word rock in it would suit. Okay.
Staff of Dust.
Staff of Dust.
4 attacks, hitting on 3s now because of the
3s. Nice blocking it's coming through here. And then...
strength 8.
okay, 3s, 4s to wound.
Reroll.
1 comes through. 2 come through. -4. Oof, right, okay. So we'll go for 4+ invulnerable saves. We'll go Luke Tringale here, the last of the Patreon's Imperial player. Blocked 1, fouled 1. What kind of damage are you looking at here for this one?
3.
Straight 3. Do it. Come on, reroll. I need this guy to live. Failed. 5+ feel no pain. For Adamantine Mental, which blocks 1. Alright, 2 wounds taken. On him. Is there anything else? He's still very much alive here, right in the centre of the table.
Staff of Stars, just 3 attacks.
All hit, yes.
Strength 5.
Okay. Toughness 5, 5s to wound.
Reroll it.
1 wound comes through, 2 wounds come through.
-2, 1 damage.
Yep, okay. And then 5+ feel no pain, which we block. Eesh, okay, just 2 wounds taken on him. So we can do this combat across here. Piling moves have been made. So I'm going to go a Terminator and a Space Range directly intervening. Okay, so 3 hits. Savage Fury pops an extra hit. Strength 5 on this one.
So 3s and toughness 4.
3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. This is AP -4 on those because it's Power Sword -3 and then we're in Assault Doctrine.
So 4 ups. First one. So that one.
Oh, is an invuln save?
Yeah.
What does he? Oh, right, okay. Interesting. Okay, but 2 have gone through. 2 wounds taken. Then this is the Wolfguard squad leader who has 2 attack space range and then he actually comes with a chainsword. So looking for 2s, looking for 4s. Just the 1 comes through at -2. So 4+. Wound taken. 1 wound left. 2s. 2 bonus hits. 5s to wound. Or 4s to wound, sorry. Eesh, not bad. 6 saves. At -1 now. Assault Doctrine, no chainsaw, just combat knives drawn. Or bare teeth and fangs. Eat him alive. Got him. Oh, okay. Almost pulled it off there and snatched that objective. Didn't see that one coming. A sneaky move there from the Chronomancer, but Space Wolves alerted to with their animal senses, managed to pick him up as he moved across the table and brought him down. We'll do a consolidation move, but that's that combat resolved. So consolidation move done with them. So yeah, my relic, you see, is shutting these down, stopping them, so they're going to have to fight last. So Mike's free to pick a combat, which would be the Warriors, yeah. Piling move done, 12 attacks. Looking for 3s. No, they were blessed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to get your full 2-ups in close combat. Force to wound.
Force to wound, reroll. This as well.
Yeah, he's a buff monster for sure, the Silent King. Okay, it's helping. 5. I'm just going to go 2-ups here on the Terminator. Okay, we'll take a wound on him. Desperately trying to keep what we have here alive. We'll fight across here. We'll go Bjorn, the fell-handed. So 5 attacks with him. So looking for 2s. Looking for 2s. The invuln save remains, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've got... Oh, re-rolling wounds. Yep. So 5. Big roll, 5 pluses. Block 2.
Yeah. What's the damage?
Damage D6. Right, so 3 have made it through. Damage, first one. 6. There's a chance for a wipeout here, maybe. 3 or more, 6. And then the last one. 1. Oh, okay. Lucas Brown squad desperately clinging on here. So we are looking for reanimation 0 on 6 dice, 5 pluses. Be so useful if one comes back. It does. Well, fist pump, yes.
I don't get them too well.
So wait, in here. Okay. Oh, because that was close to wipeout here. It's going to be a lot more work to try and bring them down. So we could just keep rolling with this one, I think. Yep. So we'll go for the Librarian. Needs his hits here. 6s would have been useful. 3s to wound. Yes, 2 wounds come through. 5 plus invulnerable saves. There could be trouble. Blocked 1. D3. Max out will be useful. Oh boy, hacked him down. The other guy.
Yeah, it's a 1 attack.
No worries. Okay. 5 plus. Almost. God. Okay. 1 left. We'll go the Lucas Brown squad. Tuck him in. 2 attacks. Lightning claws. 6s would be exceptionally good. A core. Failed. Add that back in for Savage Fury. 5s to wound. Rerollable. Oh, it's going to go down to Mike now. 3 dice named 5s. You should technically be able to... God, done it with a wound left. Mike needs to take a rest. 1 wound left, 1 model left. God dear me, brilliant stuff. We'll let Mike swing back here. So, situation is, I've swung him around consolidation move. Objective secured, objective secured. It goes down to model count. I have this objective. Unless I bust morale or Mike kills him. 1 successful swing, damage 3. We'll take out the Terminator. Here we go. Missed with all of them, but rerolling 1 of them. Oh, hits. Trying to wound. 5 plus invulnerable save. No Patreons. Help. 5! Sorry, 5. We hold. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's like 5 points there. Huge. Massive. Right, okay. Right, okay. So next, yeah, Thunderwolf Cavalryman across the other side. Squad leader. We were charged. Alrighty. Looking for 2s. 6 pops an extra hit. 3s to cause wounds. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. AP minus crazy, so it's power axes. So 2 wounds taken. Then we'll do the wolf. 2s. 3s. Yeah, 2 more wounds at -3 as well. So 4 wounds in total. I think that's the base. So Mike will try and reanimate. Almost again. 2 5s and a 6. All right, so 1 base slain. Mike will be happy enough that objective is nicely secured. So I'm going to swing back here with my Lord. Don't get Imperium Sword because you charged me, but I get Space Marines being charged. So 6s will be fantastic. 2s for hits. Because it's -1 to hit rolls, +1 to hit rolls. So 5 6s would be fantastic. Oof, they all hit with a bonus. We'll take that. Wound on 3s. Okay, 5 wounds have come through here. AP -2, AP -3. So Invon saves here. It's highly unlikely we're going to... Yeah, we can't kill him. But some damage could come through. 5 4-ups. Big enough roll. Well done. Good rolling. 3 wounds taken. Stack scary enough. The mount will attack. And do nothing. Okay, so 3 wounds taken. Right, my squad down here is only 2 models, but they get a fair amount of attacks. Terminator, 2s. No kind of rerolls are available. 6 will pop an extra hit though for Savage Fury. 4s to kill. Rerollable. Yeah, 3 Necron Warriors slain. All hit with 2 bonus hits. That's crazy. That's from the 1-pack leader. 4s to wound. Yeah, 4 wounds caused at -2. So 4 saves are 6+. Block 1. Right, 6 casualties caused. Nice. Reanimation. 5s, rerolling 1s. 2 get back up. Alright, 4 casualties in total. Yeah, combat's resolved now across the board. We'll check out morale, give you a final score at the end of turn 3 here for the Necrons. Alright, so we've resolved morale across the board. Everyone's okay apart from here. So this has raised a question. We think we've got it right, but you can let us know in the comment section. So, there's a fly on my finger. It's still that. It's still that. Okay. Well, I can't do anything to it because no animals are harmed in the making of these videos. He's gone. He's away. It came out of this pit. Anyway, so what was it? It's a fly on the finger. So, across here. There's weird things happen in these games, right? So, fouled morale across here, right? So we're checking the wording for morale. It says models, you choose which model you want to flee. Now, usually you'd say for shooting and melee, you have to take out the model that's taken the wounds. But for morale, it says you choose which model flees. There's no other restriction, so I've obviously taken away the Marine there. If that's wrong, let us know. If I should have taken away the Terminator or not. We were going to play it that I can choose which model, in which case I've taken the Marine. But do let us know in the comment section if that is incorrect. So, morale, that was that one across there, but that's that resolve. That comes off. And then we calculated points, 40 points now to the Necrons. A nice chunk of points coming through. Secondaries achieved. 20 points to the Space Wolves. This raises another question. Again, let us know in the comment section. So we achieved Defend Stronghold, we think, because that was sitting there active. We came to the end of Mike's turn and we held that at the end of Mike's turn, in which case we reckon we picked up the 5 points for that. There could be an argument perhaps that I have to wait for another turn, but I think we've got that right. But again, correct us if we're wrong, if I'm not allowed to claim the points for that. But we're saying that we can. So that secondary has been achieved, giving a total of 20 points to Space Wolves. So 40 points to 20. Necrons are ahead by a chunk. But Space Wolves have a turn in hand. Again, numbers depleted, but resources still available. The game is not over yet. We'll go on to turn 3 for the Space Wolves next. Alright, so secondaries here, Battlefield Supremacy, no retreat, no surrender, and grind them down. We used the CP to swap out Area Dinar, which was drawn to get grind them down instead. Moving out, not in combat, it's moved across to shoot, possibly to charge back in here again. Continuing on with this melee, the idea is to try and to finish him off to reclaim the home objective. Remaining stationary with these. The Wolflord remaining in close combat. These Bloodclaws pushing through to take on these, try and support across here. It's turning around with the Venerable Dreadnought to try and smash the Scarabs, and the Thunderwolf Cavalryman moving through in support as well. That's movement done. Psychic phase next. Psychic phase finished. I smited across here successfully, but again, Mike blocked it with the Silent King. Shooting phase next. Okay, shooting phase done. A wound put on one of the Tomb Blades. That was las cannon shots from here, bolter shots from here, crack grenade, bolt pistols. It's all blocked by the Lich Guard, 3 of them, and plasma pistol here. Saved on. No. That's a pistol weapon. -4. I think he's gone. Because AP -3 will check. Plasma pistol AP -3. Assault Doctrine -4. So I think he's gone. We'll check this. This could be the end of the Scorpic Destroyer. Yeah, no, he's alive. He's still carrying this 5+ invulnerable save left over from the Chronomancer, so that's fine. Shooting phase is finished. Charges next. Okay, charges have gone ahead. Cavalry have gone in. Venerable Dreadnought's gone in. Charged everybody here with the Bloodclaws. Bjorn's gone in across there. We'll get these combats resolved. Okay, so we've got to bear in mind, charges have gone ahead. He shuts everything down, so we're just going to leave that one for now. And go for the charges across the other side. So over there, first of all, Venerable Dreadnought, 4 attack Space Marines on the charge. So 5. 2s to hit with the sword, with the axe. Yeah. The bonus hit though, Savage Fury. 2s to kill. Alrighty. MP minus going to go straight through, and D3 plus 3 damage, I think. Fenrisian Great Axe. Yes. So 4 bases gone from the Scarabs. Yeah, so Mike's reanimation there is successful with 1, so model restored to play. I've then tucked in with the Thunderwolf Cavalryman, so it's a squad leader. And Space Wolves on the charge, or Space Marines on the charge. Yeah, squad leader's on 3 attack space. Okay, so 6s are great, 2s for hits. So they've all hit. 3s to wound. Just the 1 comes through. Unless your toughness 3. There's a slight chance you are.
Yeah, that's me.
In which case it'll be 3 wounds. It's got I'm equipped with a parax, you see, so.
Yeah, I'm toughness 3.
Yeah, right, 3 wounds taken. It's not enough to kill a model, but 3 wounds can be added on. But then we'll scratch and.
What's the minus on it?
-2, then minus, yeah. The scratchy dog. The wolf, sorry. 2s for hits. And a wound comes through, so that's the base gone. God, I don't know if I can finish them off. Scarabs, they're a nightmare to get rid of. No reanimation, but 2 of them still remain on there. Oh, boy. Because I'm trying to get battlefield supremacy, you see, so there's high pressure combat across the other side of the board. So that's those charges done. We'll do Bjorn the Fell-Handed. Cross here, 5 attack space, Space Marines on the charge. 2 misses, but then 2 bonus hits for Savage Fury. Yeah, they were all wounded. 6 invuln saves of 5+. This is the true claw.
Goodbye.
He's gonna go. Whoa. 4 passed, but he's gone. Finally, right, it's taken a lot of effort, but Scorpic Destroyer's gone. Phoenix Lord drops here. That's Lucas Brown. Slain by another Phoenix Lord, actually. That's Longbow BB. Which I'll then make a consolidation move. I reckon we'll go 3 inches in that direction with him. So that's that combat resolved. So some further consolidations done. Tucked him along next to the Dreadnought. Tucked him across towards the enemy target. So I've shifted him across that way a little bit. Told the objective, I think, for the rest of the game, if possible. So I'm shut down across here. Mike's free to pick a combat. There's a good few options here. There's Lich Guard or Silent King. It doesn't really matter because you may as well, because you know that I'm going to fight last across all of these combats. And Mike will put those attacks into the squad leader that's still to fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 4s, looking 6s.
3 auto wounds. Okay. And we'll take 2 ups. Passed. Okay. Mike can then pick a combat across here. He's going to do Necron Warriors first. So we'll just get their attacks done at this stage. So, yeah, 3 into the Terminator.
Nope.
They blessed last turn? Yes.
Oh, yes. So
1 hit. No wind. Yes. Passed. And then attacks across here. 5 attacks into the regular Blood Claws. Any kind of rerolls from the... No, it's for shooting. Yeah, got it. Yeah. Reroll that wound.
Yep.
3 ups. Passed all those. Okay, so that's the Warriors done. Next, 9 attacks from Lich Guard. They could hack down Marines. Looking for 3s. Looking for 3s. Okay, 5. -3.
Yep.
-2. 5 pluses are good. No, so that's going to kill 2 models. Yeah, right. Mike spotted the situation here. Well, your objective secured across the board. There is a slight danger. I've got objective secured models here. So they pose some threat to this objective. So you're saying you want all of his attacks to try and eliminate them?
No, under your Warlord.
It is going to go into the Warlord. Okay. Assassination's in play. Okay, so Mike playing to the mission here. We'll see what kind of damage comes through this time. Wolflord can't survive forever against the Silent King.
So 6s, or 6 attacks hit on 3s, because you're -1.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, a CP reroll. Yeah. Oh, desperation.
Yep.
Gets the hit though. Wounding on 4s, I think it was from last time.
And reroll 1. So 4.
Okay. Minus.
-3.
4 pluses. There's a cock dice across that. Fouled. So fouled 2. We're looking at 4 damage. 5 plus feel no pain. Block 2. 2 wounds taken. We're still alive. We're half dead. So next.
4 attacks with the Slate of Dust. Oh, back to this again.
Trying to wound. 2 wounds come through.
-4, 3 damage.
No, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm alive. I can't believe it. 2 more wounds taken. That's adamantine mental. This can't be true. What a hero, what a rock he is, if he's done it. I think you've still got more attacks to come, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Oh. Are we a 7 wound model? Yes, we are. There's 1 wound left. With whatever attacks you have left.
3.
3. Oh, here we go. All hits. Okay, so far so good.
So 4s.
Forced wound. To make it through.
-2, 1 damage.
-2 or -1. I could be on a better save than a 4 up this time. No, I'm not. You can't combine shield plus armor contempt. It's one or the other. So it is a 4 plus. 4 plus armor or invuln save. 2 50/50s to stay alive. God, that's CP. I spent it on swapping out a card. Never mind. I've lost him. He's gone. The rock has been smashed. He's gone. Okay. Oh, that's some result, that is, because he would have been granted bonuses rerolling 1s, he would have counted them as an assault doctrine, and so on and so forth, but no. Okay, so I've lost him. That could be the breaking point here, possibly, for the Space Wolves in this game. It's still tight, but Necrons, I think, have the advantage now, for sure, with the Silent King proving to be a most useful unit in this game. Interesting result coming through here. So morale's okay across the board, apart from the Scarabs have decided. I said to Mike, don't roll a 6, which he then did roll a 6. Then said, don't roll it, don't roll a 2, and he rolled a 2, so the other model's slain. So all of a sudden they've self-destructed and gone. That then, the knock-on effect from that was it gave us battlefield supremacy for controlling more objectives than the opponent. Here, objectives secured on 4 models. Our 4 models, so it goes down to model count, we believe, Silent King overruling that, so we didn't hold that one. But it doesn't really matter because across there we did fulfill that secondary. So traded that one in. Mike traded one in as well, Assassination, for killing my Warlord. Yeah, good job. Adding on my 10 points for primaries, which we did hold that at the start of our turn. We held that one at the start of our turn. So it now puts the Space Wolves on 35 points, with Mike's 5 points extra coming in, so 35 points to 45 here. So all of a sudden, a fair bit closer than what it was before. But Necrons have this sort of turn in hand. They're sort of one step ahead of the Space Wolves here, and if they keep that up, then victory may well be theirs. But down to the last few units here in this fight. Silent King, very powerful unit still alive. That could determine the fate of this game. We shall see. Turn 4 for the Necrons next. Alright, so Mike's just figuring out what to do with the last of his units here, but attempting target's still in play. That's that objective across there that is after this one here. Is hold the line and extend battle lines as well. Is active. Mike spent his CP on burning one of the cards that was drawn previously to get those ones that he has just there. It's movement down here. So an extra Lich Guard has been restored by that Technomancer, so very, very useful indeed. There's now 4 of them. Silent King is in combat here, Lich Guard in combat, Technomancer's free, but he's going to sit where he is. There's a fight for this objective. 2 wounds restored onto the Silent King, just ignoring the Canoptic Doomstalker across here. Not ignoring it, just sitting, happy to sit there because it can still see targets and shoot. Just really the Tomb Blades we're figuring out what to do with here, where to move them, what to do. They are currently on the home objective, but decisions to make about where they go. Alright, so movement's done. Tomb Blades have moved down there. No target at all. So Mike's relocated. 10-inch move, 4-inch advance. Not going to shoot, just to get into a better position for next time. Okay, we'll go on to shooting phase next. Alright, shooting phase is pretty quick. Firing across here. It's all of them firing into one of the squad leaders for the Thunderwolf Cavalry and killed him, brought him down. It's across here. Vehicle firing into combat, destroyed the Bloodclaws. Voltaic staff of...
Yeah,
Voltaic staff. Terminator destroyed, brought him down as well in quick succession. Now shooting phase done, charges next, if any. Got ourselves an 8-inch charge here with the Silent King. This could spell big trouble, double 6. I hate him.
I didn't drop him.
Oh, careful. Oh, it's this floating throne room on the battlefield here that just keeps restoring the wounds. It's Phoenix Lord Chef here. Nice, good hard work from this unit in this game. Charge is going ahead. We've seen this one go in. Mike going bold here as well with this attack. So charging in, 9-inch charge rolled up. That's the Daniel Cunningham squad going in. I then paid 1 CP, which I saved this time, and used a stratagem which lets you pick a unit and heroically intervene 6 inches instead of 3. So I've sent the Venerable Dreadnought in to assist in that combat. So we'll go on to combat resolution next. Just see, I could have 0 CP'd this one across here instead. Oh, never mind, it's too late now. Oh, okay, right. Ouch. Go ahead. Do your attacks.
Oh, wow. Reroll.
This is terrible. Okay, wounds have come through with those. What's the minus on them ones?
-3, 2 damage.
Right, -2, 5s. Oh, blocked for the Emperor. Yes. I'm starting to, I don't know, there's something happening to me. James is finally starting to have an impact, starting to chant.
3, 3, 1.
Lord, since the Emperor is born in adversity, that's what I'm starting to discover here.
-4.
Ugh, 6 is to block. Yeah, 3 damage a time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, disgusting. Oh, there's nothing left of that squad.
3 attacks to the stars.
In fact, model count, yes, stay alive, come on.
Yep.
What is this?
-2.
-2, 1 damage. Yeah. -1, 2, 4-ups. Gotta go Terminator, I have to. Kind of good job that I did. 1 wound on him. Is that everything done? From him against them? Is there any other attacks from the Silent King?
No.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, right, next charging unit across there will be the Tomb Blades. So I see the strength of it. Going objectives secured across the board is just ridiculously good for a points-based game such as Tempest of War, or any of the battles, but it's just particularly useful. Seeing it over and over again. Okay, so Tomb Blades, 6 attacks just against the Dreadnought, or the Thundorf Cavalryman, yeah, to get rid of him. And trying to wound him. 2 wounds come through, no minuses, we'll take 2 ups. Passed and passed. Alright, so we'll fight back. Right, Venerable Dreadnought. In command of him is Serg, the Phoenix Lord here. A lot of 6s would be epic. So we've hit with everything, because +1, -1. We get a bonus hit as well. Now try and wound on 2s. Alrighty. Add 4. Inbound saves.
5 ups.
Well done, 2. Alright, 2 models slain.
Is that one finished?
Yeah. So Mike can then go straight into reanimation. So he just rolled up there and failed. So 2 Tomb Blades are gone, but Mike will claim the objective, which is the vital part here. Okay, so we'll do the rest of our attacks back. Right, so rest of combat's resolved. Actually managed to cause a couple of wounds from these. It's dropping down to 13 as on the Silent King. And across the other side, Tomb Blade brought down. That was the wolf fighting away. It's good work. 1 resurrected as well. So 3 left in that squad. But doing their job. They've secured that objective and snatched it again from the Space Wolves. So we'll resolve morale and points here. So morale's been passed okay. I've had to grind them down because Mike equaled. My 3 units are destroyed. I did get no retreat, no surrender. So that's pushed us up to 40 here for the Space Wolves. Mike's then achieved extend battle lines. Hold the line is still currently in play. Attempt to target is still in play as well. We're just clarifying across here. Objective secured for Mike's army, but not for him. So it's down to model count, which we hold. So we do hold that objective across there. But Mike's on 60 points now. 60 points to 40. It's a 20-point lead. This should mean the Necrons, I think, will see the game through to victory, but it's not guaranteed. We'll go on to turn 4 for the Space Wolves next. Right, pretty quick here for the Space Wolves. Attempting target, Mike selected this objective here. I have to go after that one. Extend battle lines, capture enemy outpost as well. Secondaries, remaining in close combat across the other side with the Venerable Dreadnought and the lone Thundorf Cavalryman. And then these 2 moving in to try and assist against the Silent King. Hold an objective across here. 10 points picked up for primaries. That's a nice boost for the Space Wolves to give them some kind of chance in this game. My CP was spent to drop and replace one of the secondary objectives. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Right, Psychic Phase complete across here. Just 1 wound caused by Smite, dropping the Silent King down to 13 wounds left on him. Shooting Phase next. Right, shooting phase done. Laser cannon shots from here took out one of the Lich Guard. A pistol shot, nothing going on there. And that's it. We'll go on to charges next. So charges have gone ahead here. Snake Eyes for him. He didn't want to go in. Fair enough. But Bjorn's gone in instead. Just trying to assist in that close combat. We'll capture this one. This is big. Bjorn the Fell-Handed versus the Silent King. 6 attacks. We're getting all the... Shut me down. Oh, for... Right. Go ahead. God, please, no.
All into Bjorn.
Yeah, everything into Bjorn, of course. Oh, man, that's crazy.
2s.
Silent King's a bane.
3s.
Yeah.
Rerolling.
We're toughness 8, if that's any help.
This is strength 9.
Okay, 3s, yeah. Rerolling wounds. Okay.
4.
4 at minus...
-3 to damage.
-3, so... Oh man, we've got to keep Bjorn alive. We need him. He does start off on a 3+, that's a shame. So, you said -3. So it's 5 pluses. Come on, the Emperor blesses and protects. Not today! Oh. Damage?
2 at a time.
2 at a time.
Yeah.
Drops to 1 at a time because of Duty Eternal. And then 5+ feel no pain. Yeesh, just 2 wounds taken. Should have been 8 against something else. Alright, so 2 wounds on him. Anything else?
Yes.
Bjorn's gonna get you.
Collectables.
Staff of Dust.
Strength 8. 4s, is it? Reroll.
Strength 8, yeah, toughness 8.
Just a 2. -4.
-4.
2 damage.
-3, so 6s. We do block 1. 3 damage drops to 2 damage. 5+ feel no pain. No, 2 more wounds taken. He's half dead. I think I'm going to live. You can hear the chanting. There's the last few Space Wolves chanting the name. Bjorn, Bjorn, Bjorn. Come on.
So 5's the one now. Reroll 1. No,
Just the one. -2. Blocked. Bjorn lives. He survived. So he has helped his fellow brethren. 5 attacks. Space Marines on the charge. Give me a ton of 6s and bring this king down. It's not bad. Looks bad-ish, but it's alright. We've popped ourselves 2 bonus hits. Toughness 7. Strength 7. Is it ×2? No, it's +5. Oh, ×2 would have been useful. 3's to win. Re-rolling our wounds though. Oh! Yeah! 4+ invulnerable saves. I'd pass a few of these, you should be okay. Foul most of them and there will be trouble. For the king. There is only one king on this battlefield and it's not Bjorn. He's passed all of them. Oh, terror. God. Agony. Oh, right, okay. We'll resolve the rest of the combats here. God, what could the damage have been? It wouldn't have brought him down. Dreadful roll. Okay, well done. Silent King, defiant here, will not die. Right, so combats resolved. Rest of the combats resolved across here. Managed to cause a wound from these, and across the other side, caused a wound on a Tomb Blade, but struggling there. Mike passing a number of invuln saves. That's combats resolved. No morale, I don't think, across the board for anybody. So we'll calculate points at the end of turn 4 for the Space Wolves. It's a tight game. We're still behind. 55 points to 65 points at this stage. Both of us trading in secondaries and 10 points picked up for primaries. So 55 points to the Space Wolves, 65 points to the Necrons. This game will go to the very last turn of the game. Whoever loses, the points still count. So just keep pressing on, keep those points flowing in. Victory should go to the Necrons, but not guaranteed. They're turn 5 next. Right, epic fight here. The battle continues on. Battlefield supremacy here on turn 5 for the Necrons. No retreat, no surrender, and a tempting target. Movement here, there's not much to do. Resurrecting another one of the Lich Guard. This objective is pretty much secure. The Comiskey squad's done well. Across the other side, Daniel Cunningham's squad remains in close combat to hold that objective for now, but combats could go wrong for them. And maintaining close combat across here as well. Bump him to 14.
Yeah.
Again, I think we've pretty much destroyed him during the game. All the wounds that he's on are restored wounds, so it's very, very useful indeed at getting the extra wounds back. And that's about it. So 10 points picked up for primary, so maxed out 45 there, so mission accomplished in that regard. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Shooting phase resolved. Another wound stripped off of Bjorn, but not destroyed, so dropping down to 3 wounds left. That's shooting phase done. Charges none. Combat's next. So I was going to immediately say Bjorn's going to fight, but I can't. I've been shut down here by the Silent King. Here it comes. Everything into Bjorn.
Tools.
Okay. Strength 9.
9, yeah, so 3's reroll.
3's to wound. Nice. just as he needs it. 5 come through. -3.
Yeah.
5's to block. None this time. Bjorn's going to go.
It's 2 damage for just the 1, so 5.
Need a miracle. Yeah, this time, Bjorn the Fell-Handed, Zagona. Only Endeavour to Duty and don't have the CP for it. So we're going to see if we explode, which we do not. Bjorn's gone. All of a sudden, Dreadnought's removed from play. As tough as he is, he can't withstand the Silent King. That's Longbow BB, another Phoenix Lord brought down here, but heroic stuff from him. Alright, so rest of the combat's resolved. No damage from me across here, and across the other side, 1 Tomb Blade gone, and the Fundorf Cavalryman managed to cause another wound, but still that objective across there has been held. So that's it, turn comes to an end. We'll calculate points here on turn 5 for the Necrons. Alright, scoreline is 80 points to 55. Surely impossible. But we must press on, because all the points count in the league here. So we're going to turn 5 for the Space Wolves next. Alright, no pressure, but the game can end in a draw. We'll have to see what happens. So points for primaries I'm going to pick up at the end of the game. Bring it down, no prisoners, hold the line. I could fulfill perhaps 2 of those. I spent a CP to dump 1 of them. So I've got to hold the line, keep Mike back off my deployment zone. To do that, I've got to kill the Silent King, who's got 14 blessed wounds left. Then I've got to bring it down as well. So I've got to try and kill the Silent King again. So orders have come for a bit late in the day here. What have I got left that can do it? 14. It's impossible. I don't have the stuff to do it. Oh well. We'll press on. We will go for Psychic Phase next. So there wasn't much to cover in movement, just moved him across to there, that's about it. Everything else is fighting away in close combat. Impossible task here, I think, but we'll press on. Psychic Phase next. A Super Smite perhaps would give us the best chance if we can roll an 11. Scared you a bit. Okay, if it does go off, 4+ to block it. No, D3. And we do cause 2. Alright, so dropping him down to 12. Psychic Phase finished. We'll go on to Shooting Phase next. Okay, so Shooting Phase here. Wound came through from a pistol but saved, and the Dreadnought firing combat but no damage done. That's Shooting Phase done. Attacks, charges. We'll charge him in. 11 desperate stuffs. In he goes to there, and now we'll resolve these combats. If we can, we've got this one. If we survive, oh, we're going to have to resolve this. Combats will decide the fate of this battle. 3 attacks with him to save the day. He's got a D3 damage weapon, if he can hit. Okay, so we've got ourselves 3 hits and a bonus hit for Savage Fury. We'll now try and wound on 5s. Epic roll. We've got 2. 2 saves here. You're fine, Mike, don't worry. Oh, blocked. What damage would that have been? Oh, 6 wounds would have come through. Moving on. I'm shut down anyway, sorry. So Mike doesn't care now. He knows he's gonna survive. So charges. We'll resolve the rest of these combats here. It's all falling apart here for the Space Force. Noble effort here, and good to see a battle where both sides just clash and grind against each other. It's a good matchup for 40k. It's one of the longer battles that we've played, but that's typical league games here. They go right to the wire. Okay, we've resolved the rest of the attacks across here. Mike's intent was to destroy the squad, which is done. I'll go to model count for securing it, which means it's a draw, which means no one holds that one. That stops me from picking up that objective at the end of the game. We do hold this one. We do hold that one. We swiped away the last of the Tomb Blades. They have been destroyed, but they kind of did their job holding up the Space Horse and sweeping around that flank. Not much left on the table, but the Silent King is king in this fight here. Well done to him in this battle. We'll give you a final score. We reckon Necrons have victory. So we were denied a good number of points from coming through. Didn't get all the primaries, so just got 10 points at the end of the game instead of the 15 we were hoping for. Didn't pick up any of these at all because we didn't fulfill no prisoners. Didn't hold the line here and bring it down. We didn't bring the Silent King down. So that could have got a draw if all of that had happened in our favour, but it wasn't to be the case. Final score is 80 points to the Necrons, a noble score from them, so they're well and truly into the league now. And then 65 points to the Space Wolves. They've lost, but 65 points is okay, and so that will keep them still in with a chance to making it through to the last of the 8, the knockout stage. Here, but in this particular game, the Imperium has been beaten here severely by the Necrons. But Space Wolves, I think they gave a pretty good account of themselves here. They weren't well, I was going to say not slaughtered, there's not much of them left. But it wasn't a whitewash for sure. The game could have gone either way. Necrons managed to get a step ahead. They kept it that way and have seen the game through to victory. So congratulations to Mike here. He has led his Necron force to a win here against the Space Wolves. So that's the battle. I'll call out the Patreons at silver level. They get the names shouted out at the end of all of our games. That's Darren Gardner, Denny Wright, Marcus Olsen, William Schwarz, William Ross Caldwell, and Peter Goodall. So big thanks to them for their support at silver level. So you can join us on Patreon. For that, you get names shouted out at the start of all of our games and a Patronic dice to use at some point during the game. That's gold level. Silver level patrons, name shout out at the end of the game. Or just bronze level, name in the end credits of all of our battles. For more content, check out YouTube channel membership. For Aspect Warrior level or higher, you can gain access to all the bonus content. You can join us over on Discord and loyalty badges on YouTube channel comments as well. And then for the ultimate support for the channel, it's the Phoenix Lord level. Much thanks to them for their support. They get all the previous perks and then unit allocation for games, all the battle reports, and they can follow their units around to see how well they do. Phoenix Lords have survived in this game. Chris Comiskey surviving across here with the Lich Guard, excellent unit. Chef, nobly in command of the Silent King. And for the Space Wolves, there's one. Yeah, Serg survived across the other side with the Venerable Dreadnought. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not too bad. He could have done... There was great opportunities for him. Beyond the Fair-Handed unit of the game for the Space Wolves, who are you going to go for, Lich Guard or the Silent King? It's a tough one. Both his units are excellent.
I'm going to say the Silent King.
Yeah, he's got to do it. He won you the game, I think. So Silent King, they're great to see this fantastic model on the table here. So congratulations to Mike for painting up and getting this force ready for action. Good to see the Space Wolves back in action again. They'll vow their revenge. These two armies may well encounter each other again. It's been... I feel like these things here. Mine hair is gone. Same for me too. I've pulled out all my hair as well in frustration in this game. But it's been a good fight. These are the kind of battles that we like. Ones that go right to the wire here. And the victor is not known until right at the end of the battle. But Imperium has lost. The forces of Xenos, the Necrons, have prevailed here in this fight. So that's the game. Keep a lookout for more content on YouTube and channel membership. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.